A great night of Havoc coming up. The Kings of the West, Johnny Shearer, Paul Demacoli, bigger than Muhammad Ali and all his mates. We've talked that talk, but can you walk that walk? Sheer will, sheer skill, and now it's time to face the music. Would you come to ringside, please? Of the bell, Angela Buttigieg. Welcome to the night of Havoc here in centering at the Keilor Stadium, the home of Ultimate Kickboxing. Paul Demacoli, John Shearer, welcome you along to a great night. 12 big fights. We get rolling, ladies and gentlemen, the super light heavyweight division and interstate contest. As we welcome the Hammer and the big man, Michael Chavallo, to ringside, calling the action on live video around Australia, around the world. When the bell tolls, your man in centre ring, the man in total black, Graham Waddell. Judging, Matthew T, Mr. T, Mark Corrie, and David Hedgecock. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome in the blue corner, proudly wearing the Australian colours with the stars and the stripes, from Hobart, Tasmania, scaling 84.70 kilograms. A warm Victorian welcome for Stephen Morgan. On my right, occupying the red corner with John Shearer, joining John Zeezen Stratton in the corner, scaling 83.90 kilograms. Part of Ultimate. Ladies and gentlemen, from Bacchus Marsh, Muay Thai trunks of red, gold and black, would you welcome Justin Deleur. Quickly, brute force. Here we go, bout one coming up. Good evening, gentlemen. Ange, good evening, Ange. City West Fencing.
Welcome to the Keilor Basketball Stadium for the Ultimate Promotions Night of Havoc, brought to you by John Shearer and Paul Demacoli. Another great crowd on hand here at the Keilor Basketball Stadium. And our first fight of the night to be brought to you by City West Fencing between Justin Deleur from Team Ultimate and Johnny Z Stratton up against Tasmania's own Stephen Morgan, trained by Paul Shearing. And we're underway the first round. Good evening to you, Mark the Hammer.
Good evening to you, Michael, and Justin Deleur is certainly not taking his time in trying to land that right hand here in the first round.
This one's set for 3-2, a cruiserweight contest. Deleur just digging into the ribs and coming over the top of the right hand. Heel kick to the back of the calf there from Deleur. And third man in centre ring, Graham, no worries. Waddell separates both men. Our first of 12 fights on tonight's card. Of course, the main event will be the return of the beast, Ilaz Elshani, going up against the boy from the bush in Ashley Dohnt.
What an absolute premium card.
Oh, he's caught him a game on the side of the head of Tasmanian in all sorts of bother early on now. Deleur's gone headhunting early on. Graham Waddell applies a standing count in the neutral corner, right in front of our commentary position.
Deleur almost a little too eager to get in there. Give himself a bit of space, he'll be able to get his shots away a lot cleaner and open up the target a little more.
A very hungry Justin Deleur here early on. Ducks under the left hook there from Steve Morgan forces Morgan back against the ropes. Waddell separates both men.
Tell you what, Michael Morgan's taken a couple of big knocks, and he's shaking it off. He's still giving it a bit of a go.
Nice body shot there from Deleur. Morgan just turns him around.
Deleur has to be careful he doesn't use all of his energy in this, the first round.
Big windmill shots now from Justin Deleur. Finds the right hand through the guard. Morgan in all sorts of bother. Wild looping left hand there from Stephen Morgan. Deleur ties him up, and Graham Waddell separates both men.
And Morgan breathing quite heavily after the absolute onslaught from Justin Deleur.
Deleur just ducking under the left hand again. Step up front kick off the lead leg from Deleur. Well trained up for this one by Johnny Z. Stratton. Dropping right hand to the rib cage there from Morgan. Misses with the left hook. And there's into the first round, Hammer.
But there you go, the end of the first round. Certainly Justin Deleur taking it right up to Stephen Morgan, the Tasmanian. And Deleur really keen to finish this one early. But I tell you what, Stephen Morgan has proved he has a bit of a chin and can take a bit of a knock. So this is certainly going to shape up to be an interesting second round.
Well, we are ready to roll into the second round here. The first round was all Justin Deleur, but he does come out of his corner breathing quite heavily. As the Hammer said, has to be careful not to spend all his pennies. And now the man from Tasmania, Morgan, catches a big left hand smack bang on the jaw, and he goes down.
That's going to be it, Michael.
He's done the Hobart honky tonk on the canvas, and it's good night, Irene.
Ladies and gentlemen, Graham Waddell called off the count. The bout was ceased at 7 seconds into round 2. Your winner, Justin Deleur. Good chase on there, Justin. Bad luck there to Stephen Morgan. He copped the bomb.
That's unusual.
Justin, don't go away because you brought a tremendous crowd tonight. Justin, take us through. Was it a left hook, a right cross? What was it?
Left hook. They finished it off.
Okay, you finish it off. And you brought half the crowd.
Yeah, got a good crowd. I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Thank you, trainer, John. And yeah, just thanks everyone for coming.
Okay, Justin Deleur by knockouts. Manson Gibson. The Master Blaster beaten by Melbourne's own Nick Kara. As the weather changed, just repeating the news, Nick Kara beat the legendary Manson Gibson at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas just a few moments ago. Congratulations, Nick, from Australian Kickboxing. A big story coming up in Blitz International Kickboxer. Okay, we changed the pace. As we say many times, the ladies of kickboxing have taken the world by storm. As we continue the pace, bout number 2 on Ultimate Kickboxing Night of Havoc, sponsored by Tyre Power in Sunshine. Ladies and gentlemen, occupying the blue corner with Nick Bad to the Bone Stone, one of the legendary figures of the Big Bob Jones era back in the early 90s. He brings a young lady from Manly, New South Wales, scaling 51.50 kilograms. Would you welcome Rachelle Strough. Rachelle Strough from Manly, New South Wales, with Campbell assisting in the corner. And across the ring from Melbourne in Melbourne's Western region, part of Team Ultimate, scaling 50.90 kilograms. A warm welcome in Muay Thai trunks of gold, black, and red, Donna Burns. Dave the Rock Hitchcock is your man in centering.
Well, Lords and Reynolds, for our second fight on tonight's card, it will be Donna Burns from Team Ultimate, Johnny Shearer in the corner, and Rachelle Strough from the Bulldog Gym in New South Wales. A battle of the Blitz Hall of Famers in the corners there, Hammer. Nick Stone, the current Blitz Hall of Famer in the blue corner, and former Blitz Hall of Fame inductee Johnny Shearer in the red corner. And these two women are set to do a battle over 3 2-minute rounds.
Battle of the Hall of Famers. Well, Donna Burns, straight off the touch of the gloves, letting the right hand go. Rachelle Strough, no time to settle at all. Donna Burns, always a very quick starter.
Good outside thigh kick there from Burns, then another one to the outside left thigh. Step up front kick there from Strough. Outside thigh kick again from Burns, and a wild right hand just whistling past the nose.
The New South Wales girls is going to have to tighten up on her guard, because Donna Burns is putting her hand combinations together very nicely.
Nice overhand right there from Donna Burns, doing well on the handiwork at the moment. Snappy jab, outside thigh kick from Burns. And Donna Strough doesn't look like she's got the muster to match her into the handiwork department here with Donna Burns. Beautiful 6-punch combination leg kick there from Donna Burns, and again going to work on the face of Donna Strough.
The Strough has been caught with those hooks repeatedly.
Strough has been hurt here in the first round.
Just totally overwhelmed by the quick handiwork. Johnny Skidder calling for the ball overhand right. Be interesting to see if Donna Burns lets it go. Here we go. Sets up. Bang. There it is.
There it is. The ball right hand. You called that one, Hammer. Strough moving forward. Walks into another overhand right. Uppercut in there.
Beautiful combination.
Goes downstairs.
Donna Burns putting her hands together very tightly indeed, Michaels. She's stringing them together well.
Nice parry of the front kick, outside thigh kick there from Burns. Good combo fighter. Another outside thigh kick from Burns. Rib kick there from Strough. High left round kick from Strough, but Burns caught it on the forearms. Goes to the outside left thigh. Overhand right by Donna Burns. Rocked her here.
What an absolute slugfest this one has been. And I'll tell you what, the girls can certainly show the guys a bit of a lesson in technique. Putting it together well, probably not powering up as much. But nevertheless, have a look at Donna Burns go.
Certainly the worst rate was there. First round going the way of Donna. Legend Dave Hedgecock, and it was all Donna Burns over Rachelle Strough like a rash in the first round, Hammer.
Well, Rachelle Strough
copped it.
Certainly overwhelmed. Again, Donna Burns straight off the start of the round. Right down to business.
Rib kick there by the Strough. High right round kick by Burns, then walks her into her left hand. Nice short right hand there from Burns. Warning on the clinch there from referee Dave Hedgecock. Outside thigh kick was a nice one from Burns. Goes for the outside left thigh again. She's been tenderising it now for one round. Good outside thigh kick again from Burns. Now goes upstairs and to the body. She's a little terrier, Hammer, Donna Burns.
Well, certainly working the combinations like an expert. She's putting it all together, high and low. You'll notice she's shooting the hand combination out, finishing up with a leg kick. That's good work rate, good skills there from Donna Burns. She's certainly been well prepared by Johnny Skidder for this bout. Rachelle Strough taking this one on a little bit of short notice. Nevertheless, she's also a fairly clean fighter, female fighter. Just maybe lacking a little bit in the power department, not rolling the hip enough on the right hand, etc.
Snappy jab there from the Strough. Donna Burns moving forward again, parrying the front kick, outside thigh kick. That red and left thigh of Strough taking a lot of punishment. Snappy right hand there off the rear from Strough. Donna Burns just controlling the centre of the ring. Half-hearted round kick up the lead leg. Strough just not enough power behind.
She's a little bit on
the elbows.
She's a little bit on the back foot, Michael Strough now. I think she's a bit weary of the onslaught that Burns unleashes when they get into that tangle or the hand combo trade for trade.
Overhand right there from Donna Burns, then go for the body, inside thigh kick from Burns. Snappy jab from Burns, backing her off completely here in the second round. But Rachelle Strough not wearing as much punishment as she did in the first, that's for sure. Still Donna Burns all over her.
Donna Burns is pretty much racking up the points here now. She's in, she's landing her combination, and then she's stepping out at range, putting it together well.
End of the second round of action again, Hammer. That one belonged to Donna Burns.
Certainly another round to Donna Burns. And Donna's just putting her combinations together nice and cleanly, not rushing it, and giving herself lots of room to work and work cleanly as she is. Rachelle Strough, the Bulldog gym girl, also showing a lot of heart. I tell you what, she's very clean in her technique. But I think where the real difference is with these two is in the power department.
Third and final round.
We're ready to roll to the third and final round. It has been 2 rounds to Donna Burns so far, but who knows? With Nick Stone in the corner of Rachelle Strough, she could just pull a rabbit out of the hat. But mind you, it'll have to be a damn big rabbit if she's going to upset Donna Burns in this fight. We roll to the third and final round. And Strough now starting this round a little bit more aggressively. Outside thigh kick there from Strough. Snappy right hand there from Donna Burns. Goes to the outside left thigh. Front kick there from Strough. Taking a lot of punishment to that lead thigh again here, Rachelle Strough in the third round. Nice one to the jaw there from Strough, and Donna Burns just parrying that front kick. She's got a beautiful parry on the front kick, Hammer.
Certainly, Donna Burns is certainly putting it together well. Rachelle Strough, her technique is coming along nicely now. She's starting to power up a little bit more in this last round. Nice right hand there for Strough. She's finding her range now. Donna Burns just slowing a little in the third round. But nevertheless, I'll tell you what, Michael, I'll take my hat off to both these girls. They're, for relative novice fighters, they're, as I said, they can show the boys one or two things. They're nice and clean in their combinations, unloading at range, not rushing anything, and just a work rate all the way from both of them.
Burns coming forward again, just walks into a right hand from Strough. It has been a better round for Rachelle Strough. She's drawing it at the moment. Nice leg check outside thigh kick there from Burns. A gut-nudging front kick from Strough. And both these girls now lacking the stamina, lacking the energy here in the third and final round. And it'll be a well-earned sound of the bell they'll be looking forward to very shortly. High right round kick there from Burns. Wears the right hand to the side of the face. Just not enough mustard behind it to do any real damage as Burns comes forward again. Hammer.
This is a bit of a better round here from Rachelle Strough, but Donna Burns always on the front foot, always walking forward, more aggressive of the two fighters. Rachelle Strough really needs a knockdown in this round to even have a shake at this one. But, I don't think that's going to happen with Donna Burns just continually powering up.
High right round kick there from Burns. Front kick by Burns. There's the end of the third and final round. And Hammer, no doubt about it, a solid contest from both girls. So this one goes to Donna Burns.
This one will certainly have to go the way of Donna Burns. But Rachelle Strough could push forward for her. Did well. And as I said, credit to both these girls and their trainers for an excellent female fight.
Come on, give Rachelle Strough from New South Wales a big round of applause. A lot of courage to step up there. Well done, Donna. Donna, just a quick word come across. Tell us about your first time in Centenary.
Bit scary.
A bit scary?
Takes a lot out of you.
Now, Laura Skinner was giving you tremendous encouragement from ringside.
Yeah, thank you.
Is she your idol?
Yeah.
Well done, Donna. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Thanks, Donna Burns. Well done there. rolling with bout number 3, Night of Havoc. Welcome along, welcome back to the Keilor Stadium on this Sunday night. Another night in your city. Your referee, the toll of the bell is Dave Hitchcock. Judges are Mark Corrie, Bryce Whistle, Matthew Thine, and as I mentioned, Dave Hitchcock is your third man in center ring. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first in the blue corner on my left, wearing Muay Thai trunks of red, gold, with a touch of blue from South Hobart, Tasmania, 62.40 kilograms, Dave Leighton. Dave Leighton in the blue corner. And across the ring with Daniel Presta assisting Michael Vukovic, Sting Fight Force. Ladies and gentlemen, from a Turkish background, making his debut in the big city lights with trunks of Muay Thai, red, white, and black, Jem Oza. Jem Oza.
Well, we're almost underway in the third fight of tonight's card, and this one brought to you by GL Lee Real Estate. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight as the lovely Brute Force girls parade the ring yet again. Hammer.
Smoking
always a favourite of mine, Brute Force.
Yes, indeed. Oh, the woman of the Brute Force.
Come out for round one, sponsored by GL Lee Real Estate. They've been on board Ultimate Team right from the outset. GL Lee.
City West Fencing, Tyre Power, Sunshine, GL Lee Real Estate among our many sponsors here tonight. And Chem Osday up against Dave Leighton. Osday being trained by Michael Vukovic. And Leighton, another one from the Tasmania Brigade of Paul Shearing.
Well, the Tasmanian boys once again make their way down, or up to Victoria rather.
Chem Osday, the much shorter of the two, very tenacious fighter making his debut here tonight. Short left hand under the jaw there from Osday. Leighton ties him up, and third man in centre hearing referee Dave Hitchcock. I was going to say brave Dave Hitchcock. There's one for you. Brave Dave. Separates both men. Snappy jab there from Leighton, overhand right from Osday. Oh, Chem Osday again coming over the top, and Leighton goes down.
Those kicks to the neutral corner. I've never seen a fighter get to the neutral corner quicker than that, Michael.
That let him off his leash.
I'll tell you what. He's in the neutral corner.
Osday comes out swinging again with a leg kick that didn't find the mark. Go to the inside right thigh. Big body shot, left hand to the head, and down goes Leighton again.
But
Osday's going to start moonwalking soon, when he goes back to that neutral corner.
Well, Tim is certainly looking to get this one out of the way early. I'll tell you what, he's looking buffed and ready, and a very powerful fighter for the weight, Tim Osday.
Oh, almost connected to the head there. Leighton looking over towards his corner going, guys, hello, what can I do here? Because at the moment, Chem Osday is all over him. Snappy jab there from Leighton, rib kick from Leighton. Osday catching the kicking leg. Not permitted under kickboxing rules, of course. Spinning heel kick there from a little fella, and down they go.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chem is certainly eager.
Boy, isn't he? Chem Osday.
He's certainly
expecting him to bark soon, Hammer.
Big high kick from the Tasmanian boy, Dave Leighton. He certainly knows he's in the fight now.
Well, Leighton trying to bully the smaller fighter now in the second half of that round. How did you see it, Hammer?
Well, very close first round with Tim certainly showing all the aggression and getting into that neutral corner, the quickest I've ever seen. But Tim Osday, I'll tell you what, he's here to fight, he's here to win. Dave Leighton, the Tasmanian, he certainly knows he's in Victoria now, fighting one of the boys there from Michael Vukovic's gym, who is eager for a win.
Kit of goodies, trophies, and kit bags of seconds out. Round 2. Seconds out.
Well, we are ready to get underway in the second round of action. And the tenacious Chem Osday from the Michael Vukovic Sting Gym taking out the first round as the Hammer said, outside thigh kick from Osday early on. Spitting a high right round kick to the head, just whistle past the brow from Leighton.
I'll tell you what, Dave Leighton, this is a pretty big statement, but I reckon he's technically one of the better of the Tasmanian fighters that I've seen. With a fighter like Chem Osday just all over him, he's still working off on angles and throwing some nice high kicks, punching straight, jabbing well. So,
mind you, we've only seen about 3 Tasmanian fighters in our lifetime, so
that's a little bit
that's
hard.
Half the population of Tasmania.
We've seen a few Tassie boys having a bit of a crack down here, but without too much luck. But Dave Leighton certainly looks to be fairly well when it comes to his technical skills anyway.
Well, Oz Dave backing himself back against the ropes, not as tenacious as he was in the first round, Hammer. Maybe gone to sleep here in the second round, Chem Oz Dave.
Well, hopefully he's still got a little bit in reserve. His corner calling for him just to calm down. Obviously, novice fighters, they're very keen to make an impression and get the fight over with, but they really need to pace themselves for the duration.
Nice evasion of the jab there from Oz Dave. Comes out with an outside thigh kick to the left thigh. Snappy jab there from Leighton. Right hand from Leighton and left. Couldn't tag him with it. Overhand right there from Chem Oz Dave.
Well, Chem Oz Dave is certainly markedly slowed now, but Dave Leighton is giving it a real shake-up.
Maybe it's the shin pads on Oz Dave, Hammer. They're half as big as him.
Certainly big shin guards for those novice
body,
fighters.
I think. They'll double as a groin guard for the short boy.
A little bit oversized, but nevertheless, he's showing good form.
Straight right hand there from Oz Dave. Oh, nice right hand there from Oz Dave, just backing Leighton back now. Leighton again trying to twist him around. Might have caught him behind the ear there. Snappy jab
Round
inside
two,
thigh
thank you,
kick.
Peter
How about
Markowski,
saying,
joining
what do you
us
reckon, a
here.
more even round than that
Working
one?
in
Tell you what, that's round you could almost score as an even round.
All the big guns
Dave
here.
Leighton keeping it all together.
What
Not
happened
being-
to Ches Osdo though in that round?
Well, he certainly slowed up, almost to a walk, as opposed to a full-on sprint in the first round.
In
But,
terms of contracts.
An even round. First round going to Jim. Second round, I'd give it even. So third round will certainly be interesting.
Crowd rolling in. Come in, folks. Join us. Come on. Now. Seconds out. Third and final round. Seconds out. Paul Shearing.
Well, we're about to roll into the third and final round, and as the Hammer said, this one here is still for the taking. Could be anyone's fight. Ches Osdo perhaps taking the first, but I'll tell you what, an even second round. And can Dave Leighton come home strongly here in the third? The boy from Tassie. Round hit to the ribs from Leighton. Osdo again not starting as tenaciously as he did in the first, and he was open for the left hook there, Hammer.
Well, certainly Leighton is showing a lot of heart, landing some good clean shots. Probably not as powerful as Jem, but nevertheless, still putting him in, still landing him.
Chem just looking towards his corner. Michael Vukovic giving him all sorts of instruction. Long-reaching jab inside thigh kick there from Chem. Might have taken a knock in close. Only a slip, says referee Dave Hedgecock, and we're still underway here in the third round of action. Brought to you by Ultimate Promotions, Johnny Sheeter, Paul DeMacoli, and this one sponsored by GL Lee Real Estate. And they've got a real tough fight on their hands at the moment because it is anyone's for the taking. And for my liking so far, Hammer, a very even third round again.
Well, it's slowing up.
Chem is out of breath.
Jem is just now slowed to a halt.
Well, he started like a raging bull, but right now Chem Osdo has hit the wall. The little steam train has run out of coal, and Leighton's got to move forward on him now. Into the final seconds of this, the third and final round. Dave Leighton can really even the score here, maybe even snatch it if he continues to move forward and maintain his work rate. Overhand right there from Chem Osdo. Leighton just throws into the canvas.
Jem is just absolutely fatigued in this the last round. Spent all his pennies in the first, give it his all. Dave Leighton took the battering in the first round and has lasted the duration. And now he's even starting to throw a few little high kicks there, Dave Leighton.
A much better round, the third and final by Dave Leighton. The crowd actually cheering on the Tasmanian Hammer. How do you see it at the end of the third and final round?
I'll tell you what, I'd almost give that round to Dave Leighton.
GL Real Estate.
Second round even, third round Leighton.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to the scorecards. We have a split decision. Judge Mark Corey gives it 29-27 for the red corner. Judge Matthew Thine saw it the other way. He went 29-28 for the blue corner from Tasmania. The final card from Judge Bryce Birtwhistle. He gave it 28-28. Therefore, a drawn contest. A draw, majority draw. Okay, guys. Okay. Give them the bags. Okay, the trophy. Thanks. Okay. One to each. One each. Bad luck, guys. You didn't win, you didn't lose. Paul. Later. Okay, give both guys a big round of applause. They leave centering Oza and Dave Leighton. We go to bout 4. Thank you, Scott Brower, for assisting in this particular bout. Member of the Executive Professional Boxing and Combat Sports Board. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner, wearing the tussles in keeping with Muay Thai, Ramoy and Wah Crew. From Seymour, Victoria, Golden Valley, scaling 70.35 kilograms. Muay Thai trunks of black, red and white. Ladies and gentlemen, known as Mark Shai Pachai Wallace. And across the ring, wearing 0 colors of gold, lime, white, black. You can go on forever. Multicolored, part of the Ultimate Team, 70.50 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristian Stacks. Brute force number 1. Here he is, the firefighter, Bryce Birtwhistle.
Okay, gentlemen, you're both aware of the rules. You've got no questions. Listen to my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. You understand that? Good luck to you.
Well, we're about to roll into fight number 4 on tonight's card, and this one brought to you by the great team at Super Deal Furniture. If you want a great deal on your furniture, then do go see Super Deal Furniture. And out of the red corner, representing Team Ultimate, very successful here tonight already, Kristian Stacks up against Mark Shy Pachai Wallace.
Round 1.
Hammer, your extensive knowledge in Thailand, what does Shy Pachai mean?
Could mean anything, Michael. But
Could see you take a note of the Thai language, Hammer.
It could be
That's early on. Taking the left hand, and Shy Pachai, not shy at all about unleashing the heavy artillery here in the first round.
Tell you what, Kristian Stacks, a very serious contender. He's always ready and willing to train. One of the hard trainers down there at the Ultimate Stable, but he certainly seems to have his work cut out for him here with his opponent.
Stacks trying to land the big right hand, left hook there from Shy Pachai, Mark Wallace.
Just needs to settle a little, Kristian Stacks. A lot of pressure, a lot of people here in support of Kristian, and the pressure of having friends ringside.
Big left hand there from Stacks. Here comes Kristian Stacks. And Stacks unloading on him. Stacks a puncher from Stacks. And Shy Pachai just smiling at him. All tied up, nowhere to go. Third man in century, and the Hammer's old trainer, Purcell himself, separates both men.
Stacks really loading up on those leg kicks. Just a little too eager, Kristian. He just needs to pace himself a little bit more. To step off to the side Wallace from the linear attacks of Wallace.
Oh, Wallace connects with a nice short left hand and gets him on the side of the head with a second one. Here comes Shy Pachai, Mark Wallace. Well, we have no idea what his nickname means, but it's all good here from Mark Wallace. Outside fire kick from Kristian Stacks. Wallace trying to catch and sweep the kicking leg.
Actually catching it, but you cannot really effectively catch a low kick. It's more rib kick, the ones that you catch and take down.
Wallace moves forward again, tags middle left hand, the southpaw Mark Wallace.
I think that's what's probably thrown Kristian out a little, is that Wallace is, of course, a southpaw, and he's really loading up that left hand. Hitting the right.
Oh, he tags him again with the left hand.
And what a great
and
round
I'll tell you what,
there.
what a cracker-jack first round. Shy Pachai, Mark Wallace and Kristian Stacks.
Well, Wallace landing that big left hand has caught Kristian Stacks a little by surprise. But what a battle this one's turned out to be. Stacks will go back to the corner and take the instructions from Johnny Skinner. And you can be sure that Johnny will tell Stacks to keep that right hand up, because it is an open target for Mark Wallace, and he's landed it very successfully indeed in the first round.
We're ready to roll into the second round of action, brought to you by Super Deal Furniture. And it is Kristian Stacks topping a very hard first round against Mark Shy Pachai Wallace from the Viking Gym. And we're set for 3 by 2 this middleweight contest.
Sponsoring bout 4. Super Deal, happy birthday, Daniel.
Some last-minute alterations from Purcell from the corner of Mark Wallace. Just reattaching the Thai armband, and we're underway in the second round. Outside thigh kick there from Wallace. Stacks just ties him up. Outside thigh kick from Wallace again. Stacks moving forward to body shots. 1-2 with the rib cage. Wallace going upstairs, moves in on Stacks again. Outside thigh kick from Wallace, tags with a short left hand. Trying to back Wallace into his corner, but Stacks turns him around. Good solid start again from Mark Wallace, Hammer.
Wallace has pretty good anticipation of the strikes. Stacks is looking a little better and a little more composed in the second round. Going the body shot. He's got his claw with the straight left.
Bang on the kisser with the left hand. Rocked the head back of Kristian Stacks. Stacks is doing a quick count of his teeth after that one.
Stacks needs to keep that right hand up, because that is what Wallace is landing with, that straight left, hitting the right side of Stacks' face, jawline. Wallace letting that straight left go is landing over and over.
Overhand right by Stacks, 4-punch combination, not really connecting. Wallace moves forward again, Stacks wading through with the heavy punches, tagged with the right hand to the chin. Wallace moves forward again, and referee Purcell will separate both men. It has been another torrid round for Kristian Stacks. Chops the right hand down to the breadbasket of the southpaw. Big uppercuts off the left hand, that being the rear hand from Wallace. They are going hell for leather here in the second round, and don't the crowd love it? They're going bananas at the Keilor Basketball Stadium. Here comes Mark Purcell. Stacks taking another knock in the neutral corner. Referee Purcell applies a standing 8 count.
Well, Stack really needs to let his right hand go in answer to that left.
Stacks up against it, and that's the end of the second round of action. Hammer, a tough one there for Kristian Stacks.
Well, certainly Kristian Stack is in the war here, that's for sure. Mark Wallace from the Viking gym is landing that left hand, showing good form. His anticipation of the strikes that Stack is throwing is excellent. He's avoiding all the attacks of Kristian Stack, or the majority of them, and quickly answering, which is sort of a bit of a traditional Thai technique. They let your techniques go by, and then they fire the response out rapidly afterwards. And that is what Mark Wallace is doing with great succession.
Seconds out, third and final round. Nick Kara. He's a bit loose man. The invincible Ransom Gibson.
We're ready to roll into the third and final round of action, brought to you by
Here we go,
Super
boys.
Deal
Third and
Furniture.
final round.
And I'll tell you what, this has been a super fight so far. Kristian Stacks and Mark Wallace touch gloves. The shy Purcell, Mark Wallace, has been very good so far, controlling the second round, and Stacks comes out all guns blazing. Purcell separating both men.
Well, Super Deal Furniture, Michael. Sponsors of this one.
Deal out of their sponsorship. I'll tell you what a great fight to be backing. Shy Purcell going to the legs of Wallace. Inside fire kick there from Wallace. Stacks trying to tie him up with a short right hand to the head. Gets up an uppercut, does Mark Wallace. Wallace has got him back against the ropes. Stacks trying to get out of danger. Trying to slug his way out. And Purcell separates both men. Hammer.
Well, certainly the supremely fit Mark Wallace is just giving it 100% gas all the way to the end here.
Body shot there from Wallace. High right round kick from Kristian Stacks. Nice left hand there from Stacks. Caught him with the hook. Another hook there from Stacks. This is better now from Kristian Stacks. Oh, but Wallace tags him again with that thumping left hand. He's got a lot of power in that left hand, Hammer.
That left hand has really been the enemy of Kristian Stack in this battle. Kristian showing a lot of heart, but he just keeps getting tagged by that straight left from Wallace.
Well, a 10-8 round in the second against Stacks, and it's now 10-8 against him so far in the third. It's going to be hard to come back, but Stacks is going to give it a shot. Rattles him with the right hand, then again with a big left. Kristian Stacks trying to turn the tide now. He wears another left hand himself, and he's wobbled.
Stack really needs to keep the hands up.
What a contest.
Absolute slugfest. Both of these boys, true warriors. I tell you what, Kristian Stack, no lack of heart from there. Mark Wallace, what a tough customer he is.
Overhand right there from Stacks. And
That's
there you go,
all.
into
What a
the third and
match.
final
Come
round,
on.
Hammer.
Standing
How do you
ovation.
see it?
Beyond
Well, it would
the
have
call
to
of
go the
duty.
way of Mark Wallace. Kristian Stack getting a couple of 8 counts on him there. That is certainly going to do the scorecard no good for him. But Mark Wallace, the very cagey southpaw, probably caught Kristian Stack a little bit by surprise. But nevertheless, what an absolute supreme battle. And both boys credit again. What a super battle that was.
No smoking,
Brought to you
please,
by
inside.
Super Deal
Get a
Furniture.
same, and you
And thank you,
can't
Super
leave
Deal,
now
and
to
all the
have a
guys down there
cigarette.
for getting behind
You
this
must
one.
get a pass out from the exit at the rear or the front door. You must get a pass. Otherwise, you won't be allowed to back in. One hell of a fight. Bryce, that whistle. First time, boys, cheap. Tough in there.
Yeah, pretty good skill levels and good fitness levels that were going at it. They probably need to work a little bit on the defensive side of things, but yeah, great fight.
Beautifully refereed by Bryce Purcell. Okay, who will it be? Tonight, Super Deal Furniture proudly sponsored that bout. If we can measure up to that, for the rest of the show, we're doing pretty well. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Mark Corey, 30-28. Graham Waddell, 30-27. Dave the Rock Hedgecock, 30-28. All for the winner. Blue corner, Mark Shy Pachai Wallace. How about a big round of applause to Kristian Stacks? He didn't let anybody down. Kristian, what a tough way to start your kickboxing career here at Keilor.
It was hard, very tough boy, but as long as I lasted 3 rounds, I'm happy.
Well, you gave more than what you took, but maybe you didn't, but you didn't let anybody down. Congratulations.
Now, I was told he was a very hard boy, and he was, so I'm happy that at least I'll win the 3 rounds.
Good on you, Kristian Stacks. Mark Wallace from Seymour. You came all decked out and, gee, that was a war for sure.
Are you telling me, mate?
I'm telling you. No, you're telling me.
Yeah, definitely a big fight. Fight for me. I was very psyched up before it. Man of not many words. Just like to thank all the crowd from Seymour and Melbourne that come to see me. Really appreciate it.
Well done. He's a man for sure.
And Shep.
And Shep, the Golden Valley boys, the Vikings.
Millennium shit. Limp Bizkit. A to the Z. Yeah. Bring it live to you and yours. Let me
Sorry. Good evening to you, Oza. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you here this evening. Brute Force, Stuart Ritchie. Thanks for your great support of Ultimate Kickboxing, Stuart and Dr. Peter Lewis. Okay, number 1. Here's the young lady, the Golden Tiger Energy Drink. One of our feature attractions, it's Victorian Country versus City. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the blue corner with Jason Hawker, Kickboxing Under Lights. From Nathalia, wearing black trunks faded with red and white. Would you welcome, scaling 73.90 kilograms, Clinton Hodges. And across the ring, now with Team Ultimate. Originally from Albury Wodonga, he was known as David Park. He changed that by deep pole, scaling 72.80 kilograms. Now part of the steel industry, wearing blue, gold, black, and red. Would you welcome a man dubbed really hot chocolate? Graham Waddell.
Well, our fifth night fight on tonight's card brought to you by Parks Construction.
Hot is hot.
And another super middleweight contest between David Hot Chocolate Parks out of the red corner and Clinton Hodges from the Jason Hawker stable, or the boy from the bush in the blue corner. And this one, Hammer, set for 3 by 2.
Thank you, Parks. Who we got
here
Michael,
David Park wants to be right on his game.
Round 1.
Jason Hawker's boys always well prepared.
Well, Danny Maskashev in the corner with Jason Hawker, the man that beat Scott Bannon at this very venue last year. And as you can see, Clinton Hodges opening up like a house on fire. David Parks bundled against the ropes early on. The man they call Hot Chocolate. High left round kick there from Hodges.
Always willing to give it a go, hop in the ring and step up. Hasn't had a lot of luck, but nevertheless, full marks for getting in.
It is the southpaw David Parks against the orthodox fighter in Clinton Hodges.
Thank you, Con.
Oh, and Chocky goes down in the red corner. Well, Hot Chocolate could suddenly go very cold, Hammer, if he's not careful. The towel's been thrown in. It's all over for Hot Chocolate. No more chocolate for these fans, Hammer.
Well, the towel being thrown. The corner looking after their fighter's welfare have called this one.
Dr. Peter Lewis, the best ringside physician in the country, straight in there on David Parks. And that very short bout brought to you by Parks Construction. And it will be a first round TKO to Clinton Hodges from the Jason Hawker stable.
Always the boys from the failure, always ready and willing. And certainly Clinton Hodges taking this one all class, all the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 30 seconds of the first round, John Cheetah in the red corner threw the towel in. Your winner, Clinton Hodges. Clinton, a big supporter base all the way from the Golden Valley and even north of there.
Yeah, just like to thank Wolf coming over tonight. Did a good job. I'd like to thank my opponent for jumping in the ring on short notice and extending for the fight. My team, the rest of the camp for their support. Thank you.
Okay, Clinton Hodges.
You gotta come with me. Don't you wanna be free? You gotta be there for me. You gotta see what I see. You gotta come with me. Don't you wanna be
Ladies and gentlemen, sponsoring this bout for 3 hours, and the belt Bell Street Fitness. One of our feature attractions on the night's big card at the Keilor Stadium, Night of Havoc. A Sunday night in your city in Melbourne town, the Keilor Stadium, the home of kickboxing. Ultimate Promotions, Show 28. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner with all the big guns there. World champ Karacic, Ezra Akari. And when kickboxing was in infancy stages, a man at the forefront of martial arts and kickboxing, the great Jamal Hasan. With his young prospect, scanning 67.45 kilograms, the Jamal Hasan Academies, wearing black, gold and red, Mahmut Elrajab. And across the ring in the red corner, part of Team Ultimate, the great white shark, Jake Behik in the corner. What a great fighting family this young man comes from. 23 years of age, working in the building industry, scanning 67.80 kilograms. From the West Sunshine Community Centre, Kermain Street, with John Shearer. Would you welcome, wearing Muay Thai trunks, Slick Nick Themelakis. 3 rounds, Graham winner.
Well, we're ready to get underway in the 6th fight of tonight's card. This one brought to you by R&R's and Bell Street Fitness.
One of our feature attractions.
R&R's and Bell Street Fitness bring you Nick Themelakis out of the red corner from Team Ultimate, and Jamal Hasan's Mahmut Elrajab out of the blue corner. Another battle of the Hall of Famers, of course. Jamal Hasan, the first ever recipient of the Kickboxing Hall of Fame Award, hammered back in 1996.
Round 1.
Well, Michael, as always, oracle with dates and details. Yes, Jamal Hasan was a recipient of that award.
The manager of the Keilor Basketball Stadium, please come to
very well matched
ringside.
for height. Maybe slightly going away with Themelakis.
Announcer.
Elrajab opens up with the house on fire and down. Goes Themelakis early from a short left hand. Graham Waddell putting the count on Nick Themelakis, the 23-year-old younger brother of Evan Themelakis. And the crowd starting to cheer on Mahmut Elrajab, who has taken Nick Themelakis by storm here in the first round, Hammer.
Well, Mehmet has certainly got some tidy hand skills.
Oh, he takes him again with that left hand. Themelakis fires back. He's got to get off the ropes though, Nick Themelakis. Big outside thigh kick, a real top dropper from Themelakis, and here comes Slick Nick Themelakis.
Themelakis fighting back now after getting caught with some very heavy shots early in this round.
Backs Themelakis against the right, figuring the big boom shakalaka off the right hand. Front kick, the hook missing from Themelakis. One through to the jaw there from Mahmut Elrajab. Gets down to the rib cage, the right rib cage of Themelakis. Elrajab moving well around the ring so far, Hammer, for a novice fighter.
Certainly he's working his body shots well. Also, Michael, his hand skills. I'd say this boy's possibly boxed a little bit because his hand skills are very sharp indeed for a novice fighter.
Just a slip over in the red corner there for Nick Themelakis, who has been taken aback in the first round by the sheer power of Mahmut Elrajab. Elrajab also with world champion Barris Nazif in his corner.
Well, Elrajab is certainly looking very composed. He's not rushing his technique. He's waiting for his range to be right, and then he's unloading. And he's unloading with a hell of a lot of power.
Very impressive so far, the man from the Jamal Hasan stable, Mahmut Elrajab.
This boy has a lot of class, Elrajab.
And there we go, the bell into the first round. Hammer had this to that one. It looked like Nick Themelakis completely taken by surprise.
Of the Keilor Stadium,
You're right there, Themelakis probably caught a little bit napping in the early stages of the round. Came good, shook it off towards the latter stages. But Elrajab, he's certainly got a lot of potential, this boy. He's weaving very well. His punches are coming from the hip and shoulder. His kicks and his timing is very, very good for a fighter of his experience. Elrajab.
And this fight, of course, brought to you by R&R's on Bell Street, and also Bell Street Fitness. Tony Lance and all the boys down there at Bell Street Fitness. Give them a call if you want to work out and you live around the area. If you're having a little bit too much of the old Bell Street Maccas, then why not pop in to Bell Street Fitness and work it off.
Seconds out, round 2. What a great crowd in still.
We're about to get underway in the second round of action.
Night.
Of course, some of our other great sponsors here tonight, Slaney Automotive, Audio Effects.
Round
And
two
all the
coming
gang
up.
from H2O Water, the natural Australian still spring water, all getting behind tonight's Night of Havoc, brought to you by Johnny Sheeter, Paul DeMacoli, Ultimate Promotions. And don't forget that Paul DeMacoli, Johnny Sheeter will be taking Ultimate Promotions on the road with some big promotions coming up in Queensland this year. If you're interested in sponsoring those interstate shows, simply give Paul DeMacoli a call and hook up on some of the big-time marquee shows that are going to be happening up there in Queensland, in Brisbane and on the Gold Coast, brought to you by the team at Ultimate. Second round now, Themelakis looks a little bit more steadier in the second than he did in the first, Hammer.
Themelakis has settled a little bit now. After the instructions, obviously, from the corner of Johnny Sheeter, Themelakis is slightly more composed.
Wild right hand uppercut there. Beautiful right hand it was by Elrajab. Oh, Themelakis finding his way out of the corner, getting tangled up in the ropes. And this vocal crowd loving this contest. Elrajab comes dancing out of his corner again on the balls of his feet. Themelakis moves forward. Again, the chance erupting from Mahmut Elrajab. Themelakis drops the body shot off the right hand. Elrajab switching stances. Now backing himself into the neutral corner. Body shot again from Themelakis. Should be going those leg kicks to the outside left thigh of Elrajab a little bit more, Hammer.
Yes, that's one thing he could do, Michael. Elrajab has certainly got his bases covered. It's easy to sit here and call the shots. It's harder to do it in centre ring, especially when you're under as much pressure as Themelakis.
Inside fire kick, that's more like it from Nick Themelakis. Elrajab dancing backwards now, getting out of the way of trouble. A better second round from Themelakis. Elrajab backing into the far neutral corner now. Dane Medell will separate both men. And there's the end of the second round. How do you say it, Hammer?
A bit more of an even one, that one. Certainly Themelakis looking a little better, but Elrajab putting it together well. I tell you what, Michael, we see all sorts of caliber fights. We call a lot of shows, but you're always assured of some quality bouts when you're on an Ultimate Promotion, and that's certainly what we're seeing right here. A more even matchup you'd have to go a long way to see, but Elrajab certainly for a novice fighter, excellent skills from him. And Nick Themelakis is certainly in the wars, but he's coming back, and it's going to make for an interesting third round.
Seconds up, third and final round.
Well, some heated words in the corner there from Jamal Hasan. I think there was about 4 or 5 languages that came into play there, Hella. But Jamal trying to rally on his charge. The young Mahmut Elrajab, who started very well in the first, but maybe fell away in the second round. And again, Nick Themelakis opening up strongly with those leg kicks to the outside left thigh of Elrajab. This fight brought to you by R&R's Fitness on Bell Street, and also, well, Bell Street Fitness and R&R's, both located on Bell Street. And if you're in the mood for fitness, then ring Tony Lance at Bell Street Fitness, and both these boys in centre ring are in peak physical condition, Hammer.
Tell you what, they're both very fit indeed. Elrajab, a little bit of bother there.
Elrajab is
groin guard tested.
copying one south of the border.
Nick Themelakis just making sure that his groin cup and everything is back in place. But Elrajab, I think he's worked pretty steadily, but Themelakis has picked up from the first round.
Elrajab just forcing the Themelakis back across the ring, and now they're slugging it out again. Oh, the mouth guard's gone flying from one of them. Might be Elrajab. Wow, the mouth guard flew into the audience, Hammer. It was Themelakis, actually. And my word, Elrajab's got a lot of power in those hands. He is a tenacious young fighter. Mahmut Elrajab walks into another leg kick from Themelakis.
I see a lot of Barish Nisif in Elrajab. He actually moves very similar to Barish, weaves in those big body rips and works the inside thigh. Mirror image of Barish Nisif.
Themelakis looking for the big right hand. Elrajab puts him in the red corner. Can Themelakis get out of trouble now? Referee Graham Waddell separates the runner from an Australian auto import sign over there in the red corner. Big right hand came close, but no cigar for Elrajab, just falling through the ropes. Themelakis sucking in the air. Wow, uppercut off the left hand there from Elrajab. Themelakis now through the ropes. Graham Waddell separates both men. We're into the final seconds of this round. A crackerjack fight brought to you by R&R's and Bell Street Fitness. Crowd again chanting for Mahmut Elrajab. Themelakis got him cornered. Elrajab moving around the perimeter of the ring. Oh, he connects with the right hand as Elrajab, but at the same time, Themelakis.
Applause for these two men. They were gallant. First time they fought beyond the call of duty once again. Ladies and gentlemen, our judges saw it eye to eye. Mark Corey couldn't split them, 29-29. Dave Hitchcock the same, 29-29. Matthew Fine, he couldn't split them, 28-28. A unanimous draw. It is a majority draw. Bullshit. Okay. Mahmut, come across. Look towards the camera up there. Not happy with that?
No. But then again, he came, he tried his hardest. He trained for it, I trained for it. I'd just like to thank him.
Okay, I'd like to thank him. Not happy.
I'd like to thank all the boys and my cousins, my family, everyone that came and watched me.
All the cousins. Jamal, come across. Not happy with that. Look towards the camera up there, Jamal.
You want me to complain? That's all right. It was the first time for both of the fighters. I think they put up good shows, good fights. So I give them a hand. Doesn't matter who win, who lose. They are first timers. They have to learn from their mistakes. That's the best thing.
Slick Nick. You had a rocky first round, but you came back smoking. Showed a lot of heart. Well done.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know what to expect from my first fight too. And Mahmut put up a good fight, and he works well with his hands. I mean, it's up to the judges at the end of the day. They do the scoring, but I'm pleased with the decision.
Nick, well done. You were a great fighting family child. He had a bad first round, a rocky first round, but he just noticed he went long and he finished full of running.
It started off a bit slow, and both boys put it together really well. I thought it was a fantastic fight, and me and Jamal have been in the business for nearly 20 years now, and we're used to up and down, and I'm sure we'll meet again.
We'll meet again someday. Okay, well done, guys. Mahmut and Slick Nick.
What fight's that one? That was number 6. What fight? Oh, that's Tarek's next one. Briggs versus 2.
says SSS Superb Security Service. Thank you, Graham, for your great support tonight as we recommence Night of Havoc. Keilor Stadium, Hamilton and Centre Ring. Kickboxing about to roll. It's party time. An international interstate contest. Scheduled 3 rounds. Super middleweights in the ring at this time. Winning on my left, occupying the blue corner. He comes from Tasmania. He's proud of his Croatian heritage. He's getting 74.20 kilograms with Paul Shearing, his mentor. Muay Thai trunks of gold, blue and red. Robert Karacic. In the red corner, one of the nice guys of kickboxing. He's part of the expanded Ultimate team at Melbourne South. Exford Road, scaling 73.60 kilograms. Lurid, Muay Thai trunks of green, purple, red, white. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Forbes. Brute force number 1, Graham Waddell.
Well, fight number 7 on tonight's card, brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Johnny Shearer and Paul Demacoli. Scotty Forbes out of the red corner from Team Ultimate, up against Robert Karacic from the blue corner, another man from Tasmania for the Paul Shearing stables. And this one brought to you by SSS Superb Security Services. And I'll tell you what, Hammer, Scotty Forbes looking for a big win here tonight.
Yes, we do.
Scotty Forbes is certainly one of the strong men of Ultimate Muay Thai. A little bit of bad luck in his last bout, but I feel he's back on the winning list here tonight against a fairly nuggety Tasmanian opponent. Scotty has great technique. He's just got to relax and let it happen.
Body shots there from Scotty Forbes, just trying to back Karacic against the ropes. Nice couple of round kicks off the right leg there from Karacic. Inside fire kick there from Scotty Forbes has opened up like a house on fire. And Karacic coming at him again with 2 round kicks to the rib cage, Hammer. They're going at it early. Snappy jab, leg kick combination there from Scotty Forbes. Step up front kick off the rear leg there from Karacic. Nice right hand and another one there from Scott Forbes, but Karacic caught them on the forearms. Couldn't get the timing off on his front kick. Works the left round kick to the rib cage.
And Forbes needs to just pace himself and not race in as much. Give himself time to find his mark and generate the power that we all know he possesses, Forbes.
Outside thigh kick by Forbes. Comes over the top of the right hand. Drops the body shot off the right hand. Right hand to the side of the head by Scotty Forbes. Karacic forced to cover up now. Turns him around in the centre of the ring. Been a good clean fight so far. Mostly Scotty Forbes' way. Overhand right from Forbes. Snappy jab from Karacic. The boy from Tasmania goes to the outside left thigh. Outside thigh kick there from Forbes. Left hook thigh kick combination. Put it together well, Hammer.
It certainly is. That left hook round kick combo for Forbes works well. He's really getting a lot of force down on the rear.
It's good stuff so far from Scotty Forbes. Trying to parry away the front kick off the left leg. Karacic says, come on, Forbes, what do you got for me? Goes for the outside left thigh. Tries to get one up to the rib cage, but Forbes a little bit too quick for him. Outside thigh kick, a real smacker from Scott Forbes. Goes to the rib cage.
He keeps looking for the uppercut and the body rip Forbes off that right hand.
Round 1!
End of the first round of action, Hammer. How do you see it? A good one for Scotty Forbes.
That one was probably the way of Scotty Forbes, the busier of the two. But Karacic, I tell you what, Michael, he's a fairly cagey opponent. He's not doing too much, sitting back having a look at what Forbes has to offer. But Scott Forbes loading up. Let's hope he's got a bit more energy and a bit more in reserve to go in the second and third.
Seconds out, round 2.
We are ready to roll in the second round of action. This one brought to you by SSS Superb Security Services. And a superb fight so far for Scotty Forbes, opening up well in the first round against Robert Karacic from Tasmania. Another State of Origin battle, and referee Graham Waddell gets us underway. And a big thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight, also including AMMA, Steelwork and City West Fencing, Audio Effects, H2O Water, and of course SSS Superb Security Services backing this fight. And Scotty Forbes being backed into the red corner now by Robert Karacic hammer. Forbes comes out smoking. Big thumb thumpers now. Oh, Scotty Forbes unlaunching the heavy artillery. Forbes looking towards his corner. Johnny Shearer telling him to work the hooks. Oh, it gets in a nice uppercut off the right hand. Snappy jab from Scotty Forbes.
Well, Karacic, I'll tell you what, Mobby's got a really tight guard around his head, which is making Forbes' job all the more harder. He just can't seem to crush through the openings there, Forbes.
Thigh kick from Scotty Forbes. Goes upstairs to the head again of Karacic. Karacic shakes his head saying, come on, Scotty. Forbes just backing him off. Snappy jab from Forbes. Crowd love that one. Karacic now back in front of our commentary position. Nice right hand. A big kibosh from Scotty Forbes. Ducks under the right hand. Blood now coming from the nose of Robert Karacic hammer.
Well, Karacic keeps saying Forbes isn't hurting him. I think I beg to differ. Forbes is barraging in. He's absolutely cracked Karacic's nose.
Well, Karacic continues to shake his head. Either Scotty Forbes is not hurting him or he's got a nervous twitch hammer.
He's just saying, no, what am I doing here? Over.
Well, he'll be making a donation to the blood bank after this one. The Crimson Tide flowing from the nose of Robert Karacic. Scotty Forbes now sucking in the air. He spent a lot in this round. Blood smeared across the face of Robert Karacic. Oh, again, smack bang on the nose. Oh, he's gone down. There's the big right hand. He hit him with the big bok choy hammer.
Well, that was certainly worthy of a standing 8 count, that one. Karacic's taken out by
Scotty
a
Forbes.
hand combo from Forbes.
That's round two.
He planted him like a tree, the big bok choy.
Big bok. Much better round from Scotty Forbes. He's starting to warm up nicely. Pace himself. He's given it his all. You can tell that Forbes is really digging deep and he wants to make an impression on this one. But Karacic, the Tasmanian, probably turned out to be a little tougher than what first thought. But the Tasmanians here tonight are actually putting up a pretty strong showing. The technique is definitely improving. And the Melbourne boys are giving it a real shake-up, but the Tassie boys are there for the challenge.
Great restaurateur. Barclay Street Footscray. Massive Demiri, local legend. Now as him, Paul Galea, Brimback Sports Centre. I see, what's he got? Foxtel Association. I know Paul Galea. Troy Santuck, Richmond Tigers, seconds out. Third and final round.
Well, here we go in the third and final round, brought to you by SSS Superb Security Services. It has been a superb fight for Scotty Forbes hammer, dropping Robert Karacic in the second, and it's been all Scotty Forbes, and he comes out again, swinging the big leg kicks to the lead thigh of Karacic. Can Forbes drop him? Can he put him away? Here in the third and final, Forbes again going hell for leather. Karacic forced to cover up. Spitting a gob of blood out of the mouth there, Robert Karacic. Forbes trying to wind up the uppercut. He's got to make sure he doesn't drop his guard too much though, Scotty Forbes hammer. Don't get overconfident.
Well, he's certainly going for the kill here for Scotty Forbes. But Karacic is proving to be a little tougher than first I thought. And he keeps battling on, showing good fighting spirit, the Tasmanian.
Snappy jab there from Forbes. Scotty Forbes is sucking in the air, moves forward again, walks into a jab, outside thigh kick from Forbes, goes the body shot now, Karacic in all sorts of bother. He's in a world of hurt. Again, blood smeared across his face, smeared across his lips. He looks like a clown from the circus hammer.
Well, you can tell him that later, Michael.
No, it's okay, you'll stand behind me when I do it.
Exactly. But,
inside, outside thigh kick there from Karacic. Big
Forbes
right hand from Scotty Forbes, but take your hat off to Robert Karacic. He is a brave customer.
See, Scotty Forbes, a real gentleman. He's almost been too nice, not going after the nose of Karacic further. He's trying to take his legs out rather than bust up his face too much more.
Snappy jab there from Karacic. Jab there from Forbes. Oh, the overhand right! He's dropped him!
Big overhand
it's
right.
It's down and out, and it's good night, Irene!
And Peter Lewis straight in there.
What a cracker hammer, the big kibosh from Scotty Forbes. The big bok choy knocked him out.
I'll tell you what, Robert Karacic, however, showing a lot of heart and a lot of fighting spirit. But Scotty Forbes was certainly a man on a mission here tonight, and has gone for the win.
Robert Karacic did the old Hobart honky-tonky, and down he went. A knockout victory for Scotty Forbes back in the winner's circle. And that one brought to you by SSS Superb Security Services.
Blood, man. So I need a bit of tissue to draw it out. If I stick a bit of tissue on there, it'll suck it out. But let's dilute it. There's only one dot. If I get a bit of tissue, put it on, it'll suck it out.
In round 3, your winner, Scott Forbes. Grandma, Triple S Security.
No.
I must go.
Scott come across. Well, you knocked him down badly twice, but he kept on getting up.
A very strong boy. Unbelievable. I didn't think I was going to stop him, but he's got a lot of heart for a boy. I'd just like to thank Johnny from Sunshine Club. I'd like to thank all my friends and family support down the Melbourne Kickboxing. I'd like to thank Graham, Triple S Security over here, just give me back up. Nick from Body Style, all these guys give me help. And Mark from Samson Roof Tiling. There he is over there. Look, all you guys and the sponsors and everybody is what make the event. Thanks very much for your support.
Beautifully spoken, Scott Forbes.
Making his way into center ring now for bout number 8 of this evening, East Coast title fight from the Don Miller Gym, John Purcell.
Troy Sanduck, 97.4 FM personality. Stephen Milne, Ace award-winning rider and 97.4 sporting personality. Welcome along, gentlemen. Thanks for getting here. Paul Galea, we've mentioned. proudly sponsoring Bout 8. Another one of our feature attractions.
Sign.
This is a championship match for the IKBF East Coast Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, would you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner with former Kiwi champ, a legend he worked with, Master Dana, the trainer Goodson, now striking out on his own at Clayton, Don Miller, the mentor, skating 71.80 kilograms, gold trunks with a touch of red. Would you welcome John Purcell? And in the red corner, proudly wearing the colours, the Scorpion on the front, in keeping with his name, Sheeta, twins, white, gold and black. Would you welcome the Scorpion, scaling 71.45 kilograms, part of Ultimate, Stephen Gatt. Here he is, Bryce Whistle.
Well, all is in readiness for this title fight, Hammer. Steve Gatt.
Stop
offering food to the ring girls. I know they're skinny, but you don't have to offer them sandwiches, Hammer, to try and tip the ring girl for yourself. You're a shameful man.
Okay, gentlemen, you're both aware of the rules. You have no questions.
So that's how you get them all.
Listen to my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. You understand that?
Quality women.
Oh dear, here we go. Steve Gatt. And he's up against a man called Johnny Purcell. This is for the East Coast title. It should be a cracker. And Gatt's flying with a Maltese flag very proudly in his corner. And he's adopted the nickname of the Scorpion, Steve Gatt.
Here we go,
the Scorpion Gatt.
In just a moment.
With the Maltese flag in the corner, which you truly told me.
Thank you very much. This one brought to you by Audio FX. And it is the first title fight of the night. Steve Gatt, the taller of the two, the height and reach advantage going the way of the Scorpion, Steve Gatt.
These boys obviously have had a number of fights, therefore no shin guards for them. Just shin on shin action, Michael. Try saying that when
that was shin on shin, right?
Shin on shin.
Okay.
I shouldn't have had that last beer, Sandy.
Left hook inside fly kick combination there from Purcell. We've seen John Purcell fight in the past. A very good campaigner, solid. Tags with an overhand right. Body shots, head shots inside fly kick there. Rapid handiwork from Steve Gatt. Leg check from Gatt. Sweeping leg kick, missed the target there from Purcell. Goes for the inside right thigh. Nice jab leg kick combination. One of the Johnny Sheeta favourites there from Steve Gatt. Purcell sucking in the air. Nice tight guard about him, the young boy. Round kick to the rib cage from Purcell.
Purcell, nice leg defence. Really winding up on those round kicks off the lead leg. Purcell, rear leg as well, firing up. He's really a Thai stylist. Winds up, not a great number of shots, but when he does throw them, they are fully loaded up.
Outside thigh kick there from Purcell. Outside thigh kick from Gatt. Dom the Thriller Miller in the corner of Purcell, showing him all sorts of instructions. High right round kick there from Gatt, using his reach to his advantage. Returning the favour, Purcell. This one shaped up to be one of the best fights of the night so far, Hammer.
Gatt just having a look at Purcell in the early stages of this round, trying to find an opening. Purcell really is working the round techniques very strongly. Hooks and rear round kicks are probably his strong point.
Well, another great fight brought to you by Johnny Sheeta and Paul Macaulay of Ultimate Promotions. This one sponsored by Audio FX.
As I said earlier, Michael, we go to many promotions, but few are matched as well as the Ultimate Promotions fights.
Hammer. I tell you what, speaking of top-class matchups, how can you separate these two guys after the first round?
After the first round, I'd have to say I'd give that one even. Maybe Purcell landing some of those round techniques, maybe scored a little evenly, a little higher, but nothing in it in the first round. We'll progress for this one, an East Coast title
good evening
fight.
to you, Asif. What a great man he is, Stephen Meltzer's local St Albans legend, mover and a shaker. Heavy shake. East Coast Championship up for grabs. 4 rounds it is for the East Coast Middleweight Championship. IKBF, sanctioned by Michael Vukovic. Seconds out, round 2.
We're about to roll into the second round of action. Third man in centering, referee Bryce Birtwhistle. will get us underway. The East Coast title on the line, brought to you by Audio FX, along with our other great sponsors here tonight, including D-Tarp Services, GLE Real Estate, Super Deal Furniture, H2O Water, and the rest of Ultimate's fine sponsors, Jury Taxation Services. And we urge you to get behind all of these sponsors who are supporting Australian kickboxing. Steve Gatt just forcing Purcell back against the ropes with a barrage of punches. They don't look to be hurting Purcell, although the left hand got him on the side of the head. And Purcell trying to turn him around against the ropes. Good start this one from Steve Gatt, just not connecting cleanly though.
Well, Purcell continually goes in for the grapple. You can see he sets for the grapple.
High left round kick, the shin just wrapping around the back of the neck of Purcell.
Gatt really needs to use his reach advantage a little more. In close, he's certainly going to work and scoring with the punches. A lot of them, however, being taken on the forearms of Purcell from Gatt.
High right round kick again, one of the best weapons so far for Steve Gatt. His hands aren't doing enough damage. Gets tagged with the left hand to the side of the jaw. Nice overhand right from Purcell. Now Purcell! Well, he caught him below the belt, and a couple of late blows. Well, we'll be interested to see what the referee does here, Hammer.
Well, Gatt got caught low with the groin kick. And
Johnny Shearer irate in the corner.
Purcell jumping on Gatt. Gatt just put his defences down, and Purcell jumped on him.
Well, Steve Gatt copped one south of the border, and he's in a lot of pain. And then John Purcell tagged him with a couple of shots afterwards.
Yeah, even so, you really got to keep your hands up and just go for cover, and hope that the referee's going to step in and break that before your opponent has a chance to jump on you. It's a little unfortunate there, but Gatt will be given a couple of minutes rest due to the mishap.
Dr. Peter Lewis, the centre in there with a referee Bryce Birtwistle. Purcell relaxing
an accidental
in his blue
foul
corner.
by referee Bryce Birtwistle. We have a time elapse, indefinite.
And Steve Gatt not a happy camper over the red corner, Heather.
Steve getting a little bit of bother.
The old John Small's got a bit of a rattle around.
Yeah, John Small's got smeared all around the groin cup.
It's a little bit more of a graphic description than we needed, but thank you all the same. And the look of a man in pain, Steve Gatt. Down to who's got the bigger balls out of the two. Hammer, and at this moment, Steve Gatt's looking quite good.
Steve Gatt is
swallow like a couple of cantaloupes. Here we go, continuing with the round. Ball flying hand from Gatt, and he's come out blazing.
Well,
outside fly kick. Gatt turning it on now, Hammer.
Perhaps playing possum there in the corner on the break.
Steve Gatt unloading. Purcell taking more knocks to the front door. His mouth guard's been dislodged. The referee said it now. Pricey jumping in there, Hammer.
WWF Bryce Birtwistle there, spinning Purcell around. Gatt playing possum after the break.
Gatt was all over him like a rash. Purcell had no answers. Here comes Steve Gatt again, digging into John Purcell. Purcell tags him with a left hand. Gatt gets under the second one. Short left to the under the jaw there from Purcell.
Well, these guys certainly have the hunger of two men that are fighting it out for a title, that's for sure.
Well, into that round of action, Hammer. Third round of action for the East Coast title, brought to you by Audio FX. And Steve Gatt again coming out solidly in this round. Mixed fortunes for Gatt in the previous round of action, but he has started solidly now. Johnny Sheeta almost jumping out of the corner over there in the red one. He really wants this title for young Steve Gatt, Hammer.
He wants Steve Gatt to realise his true potential that we know Gatt possesses. He is a classy fighter, Steve Gatt, and when he gets switched on, he can certainly look the part. Just a bit of a start slow. He's a bit of a slow starter, rather, Steve Gatt.
Purcell working those round kicks to the ribcage retreat at the moment in this round. Now Steve Gatt seems to have slowed down a little. High leg check there from Gatt, building his wall of defence. Purcell backs him against the rope, goes dumping to the ribcage, then to the jaw. Gatt's got to get out of there, takes another right hand to the jaw, and another one to the side of the temple there from Purcell. Better stuff this from John Purcell now, Hammer.
Purcell is starting to zero in a little bit more, but Gatt, I feel, is still at the start of this round through probably one of the best combinations of the fight.
Big slapping punches to the ribcage there from John Purcell. Gatt can't get out of the way of him. Still got him backed against the ropes. Gatt's got to move around. Purcell ties him up. Bryce Purcell again separating both men.
And Gatt really needs to be just working at range. Because when he does work at range, he has the goods.
Steve Purcell goes down. Only a slip this one. Nothing in it, but the crowd liked it. And Gatt, hands on hips. Now hands in front of him, sucking up the air. Outside fire kick crushed by both men. Jumping left round kick by Purcell, then the overhand right.
Something overhand right there from Purcell, landing squarely on the left-hand side of Gatt's face.
High right round kick caught on the forearms by Purcell. Leg check from Purcell was a good one. Gatt backed against the ropes again. Purcell goes to the outside left side. There's your round. How do you see it?
Oh, an excellent round. I'd give that one again almost even. Gatt started well. Purcell came back to even it up. Nothing in it. First round probably the way of, well, first round probably even. Second round I'd give to Gatt. Third round I'm back to evens again. So how can I say it? An even matchup. Ultimate Promotions doing the job almost too well, making my job so much harder to pick a winner between the rounds here.
Championship match for the IKBF East Coast Championship. Seconds out, fourth and final round.
Both men touch gloves, the fourth and final round for the Audio FX East Coast title. And remember, if you want to get behind Australian kickboxing, you can sponsor any of Ultimate's events soon to go on the road. There's some huge promotions coming up in Queensland. Simply call Paul DeMacoli. And at the moment, Audio FX bringing us a great fight for the East Coast title between Steve Gatt and John Purcell. Very hard to separate in the fourth and final round now. Rib kick there from Purcell. Overhand right, loop from nowhere from Steve Gatt. Purcell just trying to turn him around to left. Gatt's got to up the intensity here in the fourth round. Inside thigh kick from Gatt. Body shots from Purcell, and a round kick to finish off the combination. Gatt waits forward again, overhand right was a wild one from Purcell. Close range round kick and another off the lead leg from John Purcell. Good body shot slapping in the left hand there was Steve Gatt. Another one to the right ribcage from Gatt. Now backing Purcell against the ropes, Hammer.
Well, Purcell keeps persistently throwing that low round kick. You've got to remember, Michael, that the kicks have got to be scoring a little higher than punches. So on reflection, when you're having a look at this fight, try and count up how many kicks each fighter's throwing and connecting, because that should be the deciding one if it's going to be a close one, which I'm sure it will be.
The Audio FX East Coast title on the line. A high left round kick was a beauty there from Gatt. Three-punch combination from the Scorpion, Steve Gatt. Both corners yelling at their respective charges. Chink Bake in the corner of Steve Gatt along with Johnny Sheeta. Purcell ties him up, round kick to the rib cage. Round kick to the rib cage from Gatt. Both men working their round kicks now towards the latter stage of the fourth and final round. Looping overhand right there from Gatt. Just whistled past the brow. Purcell tags him inside thigh kick, and there it is, Hasan. End of the fourth and final round. How do you see it? Because I ain't going to call this one.
Again, even Stevens in that last round. Maybe Purcell landing a couple more round kicks, but just only. Second round could be the deciding one on this one, as most of the other rounds, or all three of the other rounds, there was nothing in. So, if that being the case, you could almost give this to Steve Gatt by one solitary point, depending on how that last round was scored. If the judges gave it to Purcell, which is highly unlikely, it will be a draw. If they gave it to Gatt, of course, Gatt's way. But absolutely nothing in this one. The East Coast strap belt on the line. Let's take it to the judges.
Dave Hedgecock gave it 39-38 to the blue corner. Judge Matthew Fine gave it 39-37 also blue corner. The third judge, Waddell, had it 39 apiece. Your winner and your East Coast champion, John Purcell. Congratulations, John, and bad luck there to Steve Gatt. Thank you, Anne. Thanks, Anne. It was a rough, tough bout, and did you catch Steve low? With a low kick, low punch?
Got a few into him, yeah, but...
a few into him?
He certainly got a few good ones into me, you know. I take my hat off to Steve, you know. He's a tough fighter. He came out in a fight, you know. And, yeah, it was a great fight, you know. Now, I'd like to thank a few people. Don Miller, firstly, my trainer at the Super League gym, and all the other boys from the Super League gym. Heather, Con, Benny, Ryan, all of them, basically. My family for coming in here and supporting me tonight, and my mates Theo and Panos and Fiona for coming here to sort of cheer me on as well.
Well done, John Purcell, new East Coast champ. Bad luck, Steve. You caught you low, but you came back fighting. You lost by 1 point. Bad luck there.
Yeah, well, he's a tough boy. Both fought well. Yeah, actually he's fighting next week in Queensland. I wish him all the best. Hopefully it goes well. Yep. Also, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. My family, everyone's support, and Johnny, my trainer. Thank you.
Steve the Scorpion Gatt, he'll be back. Ultimate Kickboxing, proud to present an international women's contest between two world champions. World Championship fight. 5 rounds with these modified Muay Thai rules. Would you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner, first time to Melbourne in my knowledge, from Auckland, New Zealand, scaling 55.90 kilograms. She is a one-time world champ, a 5 times New Zealand kickboxing champion. Wearing fire red trunks, would you welcome to Melbourne for the first time, Julie Wood. Wood. And across the ring in this World Championship event, with Anthony the Hitman Deleur joining John Cheetah in the red corner. Now based in Vegas, Queensland, ladies and gentlemen, Iska World Muay Thai Women's Champion and the inaugural Women's Professional Featherweight Champion of Australia, 55.85 kilograms. Would you welcome the Queen of Ultimate, Laura Skinner. Bryce spit whistle.
Well, we're about to get underway in the battle for the World Women's title. This one here could be the crackerjack fight of the night. Brought to you by Australian Auto Imports. We're set for 5.
Two world champs in
one of my
Shearing,
favourites,
Julie
Laura
Wood,
the
New
Storm
Zealand,
Skinner in the red
Laura
corner.
Skinner,
And
Australia.
Hammer, the very tough Julie Wood from New Zealand, trained by Brett Durth in the blue corner.
Sponsored by Australia.
Julie Woods, Michael, comes to us with big raps
Imports.
from over the ocean there. New Zealand girl is known for her toughness and tenacity.
Well, Laura Skinner is hyped, she is pumped, she is primed, she is ready for action, and maybe up for the biggest task of her decorated career so far against Julie Wood from New Zealand, the world title on the line. Australian Auto Imports bringing you this one, another well-matched fight from Ultimate Promotions, and already Julie Wood showing some good hand skills. Laura getting off the first knee of the fight to the midsection.
Modified Thai rules, my favourite. Only one thing's better than modified Thai, Michael. What's that?
Full blown with elbows.
Full Thai, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Body shot leg kick combo there from Laura Skinner, the trademark velvet shorts of the world champion.
Oh, balk right hand there from the New Zealand girl.
Outside fire kick from Laura Skinner. They're letting it all go early on. Neither woman pulling up any stops at all. And Skinner, she is already bleeding from the nose, Hammer.
Well, Skinner's already been caught.
Julia Wood is one tough customer.
Julie
Skinner
Woods.
ties her up. Wood working the knee to the midsection. Another knee there from Wood.
To the top of the thigh.
Wow, what an absolute corker event so far. It's not often you see Laura Skinner bleeding, but she's already bleeding here in the first round. But don't you worry, folks, the Storm has got a lot left. Outside fire kick, big thumping right hand from Skinner. Here comes the Storm. But Julie Wood doesn't look too phased. She's here to fight the New Zealander.
I think the last time Laura had any sort of blood emanating from her nose was against a very tough Japanese girl, Gatt, I believe, up in Darwin.
Yes, indeed, when she won the world title. Julie Wood just backing her off. You don't see that often against Laura Skinner. Outside fire kick from Wood. Skinner trying to maintain central control of the ring now. Walks into another right hand. Wood ties her up. Who's got the strength in the grappling contest now? It looks like a stalemate, Hammer.
Yeah, the grappling is it's just been even, Stephen.
Wow, what a cracker. This is shaping up to be one of the all-time great women's fights, Hammer.
Well, I'll tell you what, even first round, they're up. You've got to score the knees. Julie Wood landing a couple of clean knees. Laura in turn landing some good knees at range. But Julie Wood landing some crispy hand shots to the face and nose of Laura has drawn a bit of blood. But this one is shaping up to be a great fight. And another great fight brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Paul Demacoli and John Cheetah. Nothing but the best from them every time they put on a show.
Julie Wood, IKBF World Champion. Seconds out, round 2.
Second round of action, Laura Skinner and Julie Wood, brought to you by Australian Auto Imports. The world title on the line under modified tyre rules. And what a corker it was in the first round. Laura Skinner, we saw blood from the nose. Julie Wood already tying her up early in the neutral corner and against the ropes, working her knees to Skinner's midsection. And Skinner just turning her around, tying her up like a pretzel hammer.
7, there's about 8 knees there from Julie Wood that you've got to score.
Are gutsy women, folks.
Let's just break it down now and have a look at the scoring. So far, Julie Woods in that little exchange landed some good knees. Laura Skinner coming back with a nice round kick hand combo.
Laura trying to overpower her hammer. Maybe she should go for a more technical contest and try and rake in some points against Julie Wood.
Well, Julie Wood looks like she can take a bit of a knock too. Spinning back fist landed from Skinner.
Wow, great stuff in close from the Storm. Laura Skinner, the champion of the world.
You can tell Laura's got a little bit of training with Anthony Vella. Now she's pulling out the spinning back fists.
Great to see the hitman in her corner. Jenk Baig, Anthony Vella, all the team backing the champ, Laura Skinner. Chomping outside fire kick there from Julie Wood. Falls short with the right hand. Skinner's got a lot of grunt in her. I've never seen a female fighter with so much tenacity as the Storm, Laura Skinner. Wood now moving forward again. Gut-munching front kick smack. Bang on the abdomen from Skinner.
Well, landing.
Skinner tags with a looping left hand, but Wood moves forward and backs her against the ropes.
That was a slip. Slip there
Only
from
a slip.
Skinner.
Nothing in it.
Before that, she got away a good hand combination. Front kick started it off.
Johnny Shearer telling her in the corner to keep her hands up. Julie Wood is a very efficient boxer. Oh, forces her against the ropes with a gut-munching knee, and Laura just leaning down on her. Well, Laura Skinner is in an absolute war. Australia versus New Zealand, the world title on the line. One of the best people. Oh, front kick to the face. Well, how do you do?
Let's hope that Paul Kavga got that one for the next issue of Kickboxer.
Big push kick to the face there from Laura Skinner. A bit of a sniff. Out the best fight of the night thus far. Laura Skinner, Julie Wood, Australia, New Zealand, the world strap on the line, and it's brought to you by Australian Auto Imports and Storm. Laura Skinner opening up strongly. Wood back here against the ropes, and Laura ties her up. Boom, dumps her to the canvas. I love it, hammer.
There's a bit of a takedown from Julie Woods. But Laura instigating it around the waist, I feel, didn't get a real good, clean look at that.
The right eye of Julie Woods badly swollen after the spinning back fist from Laura Skinner. Woods moving forward now, trying to protect that right eye. Skinner's going to go after it. She is a callous, nasty woman in the ring. Lovely outside of it, Laura Skinner. But I tell you what, she pulls out all the stops in central ring and will do anything to win. Gut-munching front kick from Skinner. Wood backs her into the neutral corner. Skinner trying to tie her up now.
Good use of the front kick there, Laura Skinner. She wasn't comfortable in that exchange. Fired the front kick out and got rid of Julie Woods. Clever tactics from the Storm.
Skinner trying to size her up. Don't forget Skinner, a very, very good boxer. A lot of boxing experience. Now kicks to the rib cage now. Tagging right hand there from Julie Wood. Just a little bit of a shuffle and a slip there from Laura Skinner. That's all it is. Oh, there it is, the boxing I talked about. She is down and out, and good night, Irene. Laura Skinner, perhaps the greatest female knockout we have ever seen.
Overhand right, catching Julie Woods sweetly. And she is certainly down and out.
She has gone all the way back to New Zealand, Hannah. It is the greatest women's knockout we've ever seen.
5-time New Zealand champ. A world champion in her own right, Julie Woods.
She planted her like a tree.
Champion Laura the Storm Skinner timed that overhand right perfectly. Before that, Laura Skinner landed 4 or 5 clean rib kicks to Julie Woods, and she just capped it all off with that big overhand right.
Hammer, didn't I say watch out for the boxing skills of Laura Skinner? And there came the big overhand right, the big kibosh, the big goodnight Irene, and Julie Wood. I tell you what, she might have been winning the fight up until then, but she was sent home in a very bad state.
Well, she certainly got caught like never before, and Laura, the very petite and classy-looking Laura Skinner, has nailed that one right on the head. Well, on behalf of Australian Auto Imports. Might import myself a nice little car, Michael. You due for a new one? The Prelude's are going to be tired. I think I'll go and see
the
Auto
Hammermobile.
Imports. The Hammermobiles are going to be tired. Maybe Auto Imports are the people I want to see.
I tell you what, they imported Julie Wood from New Zealand, and she's being exported back home in a semi-conscious state because the very beautiful Laura Skinner has planted her like a tree with a very beautiful knockout of the highest order.
Ladies and gentlemen, 1 minute 17 seconds into round 3. Your winner, the Queen of Ultimate, Laura Skinner. How about a gallant performance by Julie Wood from Auckland, New Zealand? She was fighting a gallant fight. A very sporting Julie Wood. Come on, give her a big thank you. The Jew. Paul.
My home crowd again. I've got a lot of people to thank. First of all, my trainers, John Cheater, Anthony Bella and Paul DeMacoli. All the guys at the gym, my family for coming to watch me. Thank you. All my friends. I've got a few friends up in Queensland as well, especially Linda Angus, who's been sparring with me to get ready for this fight. And to Who's Pop, everyone down at Soup Pizza. I'd like to dedicate this fight to a friend of mine up in Queensland, fighting the biggest fight of her life in leukemia. She knows who she is. This one's for her. Thank you.
Beautifully said. Paul, two of the most experienced kickboxers in Australasia.
Yes, Howard, ladies and gentlemen, but the lady in the blue corner had 17 wins and 3 losses. Laura's had 12 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. So between them, that's collectively 33 fights. I don't think in Australian history we've ever had 2 females in the one ring that have had that many fights. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Johnny Shearer and myself, I'd like to thank all of you for coming tonight and enjoying this great event. I have 3 super fights left. That is upcoming next. The new Turkish Mr. Excitement, I've named him, Fatih Hasan. After Fatih, we have the Greek gladiator, Themelakis. And then we're going to come home with the golden Albanian boy, Ilaz the Beast, Elshani. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back and enjoy the rest of the program. Thank you very much.
Congratulations, Paul. Ladies and gentlemen, one of our feature attractions, 3 rounds of kickboxing, interstate welterweights in the ring. When you will have on my left, wearing pink, red, with a touch of blue and gold, from Claremont, Tasmania, 64.30 kilograms, Daniel Shearing. And across the ring with a galaxy of greats, assistant the great Jamal Hasan Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, 63.90 kilograms, 22 years of age, son of the father, Mr. Excitement, Fatih Hasan. Dave Hitchcock.
Well, all is in readiness for the next fight on tonight's card. Brought to you by City West Fencing. And set for 3-2s. It will be the excitement machine himself. Fatih Hasan out of the red corner, trained by father Jamal Hasan. Against Daniel Shearing from Tasmania, trained by Paul Shearing. An all-family affair in either corner, Hammer.
A lot of shearing. Last time I saw that much
Number
shearing
10,
was on a farm.
we are of 12. Night of Havoc.
Yes. Can't pull the wool over your eyes, Hammer. Here we go in the first round of action. Third man instead to ring, the living legend Dave Hitchcock and the excitement machine. Fatih Hasan out of the red corner and Daniel Shearing out of the blue corner. And this one brought to you by City West Fencing, along with all of our other great sponsors, including H2O Water, High Point Accident Repairs, AMMA, Steel Work, and many more.
City West Fencing. Don't fence me in. Fatih Hasan, the Taekwondo stylist, seems to be maturing with age and experience. We'll see what he has to offer against the Tasmanian here this evening.
You won't be able to fence in the round kicks and the spinning kicks of Fatih Hasan once he gets them uploaded. The excitement machine. Huge crowd support for him here tonight. Overhand right from Hasan. Shearing just ties him up. And Hasan yet to launch his repertoire of kicks. Oh, there he goes with the first jumping, spinning kick of the fight. And he couldn't quite pull it off, Hammer, but he's waiting for it. Axe kick there by Fatih Hasan. Tied up in front of our commentary position. And Dave Hitchcock separates both men.
Shearing seems to be quite aware of Hasan's background.
Outside thigh kick from Shearing. The boy from Tasmania.
In the pink shorts. Takes a brave man to wear pink shorts into the ring, Michael.
Does indeed. And you can tell the Tasmanian Hammer, the one without the suntan. Shearing. The chance now going for Fatih Hasan, the excitement machine. Just throwing Shearing into the red corner, bundling him up. Shearing's got nowhere to go. And he almost broke off of the jumping spinning kick. The Taekwondo black belt Fatih Hasan.
Hasan setting now. His hands are very low though. He wants to hold his hands up a little bit more, Hasan.
Whipping right hand there from Hasan. Oh, spinning hook kick there from Fatih Hasan. And catching him with the right hand. The excitement machine sets him down at the end of the round.
That's the Turkish cheer squad up here going crazy.
Wow. Spinning hook kick to the face. Straight right hand hammer.
Excellent execution from Fatih Hasan. Daniel Shearing saved, definitely saved by the bell.
Michael Beck, manager Brent Force ladies.
Well, we're about to rumble in the second round of action. It will be Fatih Hasan and Daniel Shearing, brought to you by City West Fencing. And don't forget, if you'd like to sponsor any of Ultimate's upcoming shows, especially those huge blockbuster shows that they've got planned at the RNA Showgrounds up in Queensland, they will be the biggest fight nights Queensland has ever seen. And simply contact Johnny Shooter or Paul Demacoli for more information. The RNA Showgrounds in Queensland as Ultimate Promotions goes on the road. Into the second round of action, the excitement machine, Fatih Hasan, bobbing and weaving in the silver shorts and winds up that axe kick again. Spinning turning kick from Hasan.
You can see Hasan setting Shearing up, backing him onto the ropes, which then sets the target, and then he will unload Hasan.
Round kick to the ribcage there from Hasan. And the Tassie Devil, Daniel Shearing, trying to tie him up. Dave Hitchcock separates both men.
What Shearing doesn't want to be caught is on the ropes, because on the ropes he's a sitting duck. That means that as a target he is not moving, and therefore Hasan will be able to zero in on him and know exactly the range he has to kick to.
Comments from the hammer, Mark Castanini, the former Australian Cruiserweight champ, ringside. With myself, Michael Chevello, another great fight brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. The excitement machine, Fatih Hasan, just backing Daniel Shearing into the neutral corner. Second round of action.
Shearing really has to turn this one into a boxing match if he's to have even a ghost of a chance, because at kicking range, Hasan will certainly have all the cards in his hand.
Axe kick again there from Fatih Hasan. Taking a slide across the canvas. Trying to bring the heel down on the collarbone of Daniel Shearing, the much taller of the opponent.
As my friend behind me saying, use your reach. It's probably the worst thing he could be doing. He should be using his hand skills. And
this is the same man that just called Daniel Shearing a carnivore before Hammer.
Well,
if I get a knife through my back, you'll know why.
Daniel Shearing putting up a good show.
Oh, dropped it with a short tag.
Hand again.
The short right, down goes Daniel Shearing. Referee Dave Hitchcock applies the count. Shearing's going to get back up for it. And Paul Shearing in the corner telling him to move around. That's what Shearing does now. Oh, flicking, spinning heel kick at the end of the round there. From the excitement machine, Fatih Hasan.
I'll tell you what, Fatih Hasan is absolutely explosive in centre ring. His timing is impeccable. His skills are certainly there, and that comes must be in the family. Jamal Hasan, obviously, also a technically gifted Taekwondo exponent, and still one of the greatest Taekwondo instructors. With Fatih Hasan following in his footsteps, Daniel Shearing is truly bearing the brunt of that here tonight.
Seconds out, round 3. City West Fencing, Jared.
We are ready to roll to the third round of action. The excitement machine, Fatih Hasan against Daniel Shearing. This one brought to you by City West Fencing and Ultimate Promotions. It's been all Fatih Hasan so far. Chance again for Fatih Hasan. Oh, he tagged with another short right hand in the blue corner now.
Third and final.
Hasan has started well again in this round. Thigh kick there from Shearing. The right hand falls short. Hasan moves forward. Very side-up stance here, Hammer, from Fatih Hasan.
Fatih Hasan, one of few fighters that has managed to merge the Taekwondo kicking skills with the kickboxing skills that are required in centre ring.
I must commend Hammer that after he does miss with the turning kicks, he does a good follow-up with his hands, Fatih Hasan.
He doesn't leave his head open for a strike. But Hasan...
To the splits in centre ring.
Hasan needs to keep his hands up just a little more when he's moving, which will then tighten up his guard. Nicely timed left hand, just rocketed in there to the side of Shearing.
Hasan looking over to his corner, Father Jamal Hasan coaching him through the ropes. Shearing moves forward now. Hasan just waiting to unload more of those spinning kicks and axe kicks. Switching stance, trying to confuse Shearing. Triple turning kick. And a little bit of dirty talk, a little bit of garbage talk in centre ring between Fatih Hasan and Daniel Shearing.
Well, Daniel Shearing egging it on a little bit. Daniel Shearing from the land down.
Well, they're taunting each other in centre ring at the moment, Hammer. Mr. Excitement, the excitement machine, Fatih Hasan.
Well, it's all about the show, really.
Oh, nice round kick there from Hasan. He's bobbing, he's weaving, he's squatting. He has legs made of springs, Fatih Hasan. I call him Rubber Man.
I tell you what, all those years of Taekwondo are on showcase here tonight, that's for sure.
Trying to line up the spinning kick, Fatih Hasan. There it is.
Mr. Sherman.
End of that round of action and end of that fight.
Angela. Supper time. Okay, by unanimous points. 5 points, 6 points, 5 points. Mr. Excitement, Fatih Hasan. It's your business.
First of all, I want to thank Paul for promoting a great show and putting me on this card. Second of all, I want to thank the best instructor, also my father, and a good father he is, Hasan. And also all the boys for supporting me. And the girls up there, thanks a lot.
What a nice rep, Jamal.
Fatih has been 3-time Australian Taekwondo champion. He goes, Dad, I want to try kickboxing. I want to show these kickboxers how to fight with excitement, not just basic kicks and basic punches. So he wants to prove, combine Taekwondo and kickboxing together. So we are challenging Taekwondo against kickboxing. Thank you very much. And he'll be the future, I believe. Thank you. And I'm thanking the boys coming from Tasmania. They put up a good show. Thanks, boys.
Sorry, I didn't put up a better show. Fought like a girl. Thanks, Fatih, for fighting me. Thanks, everyone, for coming. And thanks, Paul Demacoli, for bringing me over here. Sorry, I really am.
Okay, and Shearing. We're having a 5-minute break. We're at the last bit of supper, something to drink, something to eat. And we'll be back with our 2 main events of the evening. This semi-main event for the IKBF Australian Middleweight Championship, 5 rounds of kickboxing, proudly sponsored by Optus, with Bill at ringside, Mooney Ponds branch. Is that right, Bill? Battling Billy there. Timekeeper at the bell, Angela Badagig. Your promoters, John Shearer, Paul Demacoli. Your referee in charge of the action, Bryce Bedwhistle, Matthew Thine, Mark Corey, and Graham Waddell are your judges assigned to the bout. Analysing the figures, Noel Sharp, Bob Todd, Scott Brown, Michael McGuinness, Dr. Simon Hillman. Your commentators, the Hammer, Mark Castellini, and Michael Chavella. Ladies and gentlemen, 5 rounds of kickboxing. When you welcome on my left, occupying the blue corner, one of my great favourites in kickboxing, Ivan Riffo, Steve Azapati, the Werribee South Warrior. Ladies and gentlemen, converting back to kickboxing after making his Marquis of Queensbury debut 2 weeks ago. Scaling 71.60 kilograms, already an East Coast champion, wearing silver gold trunks, in keeping with Las Vegas, Hollywood, and the United States of America. When you welcome Hollywood, Tony Militak. And in the red corner, already one of the great hot shots, a family affair with Ultimate Kickboxing, the great white shark in the corner, and all the big guns from Kermain Street, West Sunshine. 25 years of age, also one of my great favorites, live with whites on the front, the great Ultimate Kickboxing. When you welcome the Gladiator, Evan Themelakis. Nice Bedwhistle.
Well, we're ready for our semi-main event between Evan Themelakis from Team Ultimate and Tony, Mr. Hollywood Militak from the Ivan Ruffo stables in Werribee. And this one brought to you the Australian title on the line by Optus at Mooney Ponds. For all your phone deals and your mobile deals, make sure you check out Optus at Mooney Ponds. Along with all of our great sponsors, including H2O Water, D-Tarp Services, CNN Vehicle Trimming, AMMA Steelwork,
Round 1,
Audio Effects, and all the sponsors here tonight. Themelakis out of the red corner, Militak out of the blue corner. Hannah, this one should be a corker.
Well, the very cagey Tony Militak. He looks a little hungry for victory here tonight, Tony Militak. Evan Themelakis will have his work cut out for him, but I tell you what, look out for the big hands of Evan Themelakis.
Themelakis trying to get those big hands through the guard of Militak. I mean, Militak is a seasoned campaigner, folks. Probably the toughest opponent Themelakis has fought yet. Definitely the most experienced.
I'll have to agree with you there, Michael. Tony Militak, one of the most underrated fighters on the circuit, that's for sure.
Themelakis just sizing him up. He is the shorter of the two. Does have a lot of power in those hands, Evan Themelakis, and a good round kick to the neck as well.
Good to see Militak wearing some new shorts too. Got rid of the old gold ones.
Yes, indeed. He's gone for the silver now. The platinum shorts. Got a bit of bullying tactics in the ring there from Evan Themelakis. Huge crowd support behind him.
Always under a lot of pressure to perform, Evan Themelakis, with a big crowd following behind him. One of the true gentlemen of the sport too, may I say, Evan Themelakis.
Oh, short left hand by Militak. Themelakis throws him off. Nothing else, says Bryce Purcell. Short right hand there from Militak. Themelakis trying to weave up and under with the left hand. Big hands to the head now from Themelakis. Militak's got him all tied up in the centre of the ring. Referee Bryce Purcell separates both men. Militak comes forward again, hammer.
Tony Militak in close, absolutely thrashing machine. His hands are very, very quick. Probably they don't power up so much, but geez, he racks up some points in close.
Oh, nice leg check there from Themelakis. Saw the leg kick coming. Body shot, left hand to the head there from Militak. Inside Fatih from Themelakis. Good shots now from Themelakis. And there's into the first round. Have a what a corker!
I'll tell you what, Tony Militak got caught with a solid short right there from Evan Themelakis. Bit of a left hook and a big solid or short right. Caught Tony Militak napping, and that would probably be enough to give that round to Evan Themelakis, but nothing in it. Tony Militak right there pacing with him all the way, and this is going to be a very, very interesting fight. Tony Militak is very tough, and he can certainly take a knock, as we just saw. So Evan is certainly going to have his work cut out for him.
We are ready to roll into the second round of action, the Australian title on the line. It is everything we thought it would be and a whole lot more, brought to you by Optus Mooney Ponds. Another great matchup by Paul DeMacaulay, John Shearer, Ultimate Promotions. And all our big sponsors here today, also including Jury Taxation Services. And there's the ground kick from Themelakis, then goes to the body of the hand. Comes over the top, Themelakis has got him against the ropes. Militak, he goes down, he goes down, he goes down, he goes down.
How tough is Tony? I'll tell you what, he was caught. He was caught 2-3 times in that exchange, Michael.
Wow.
He was tagged, and he was tagged again. Have a look at
Militak in a world of hurt. Themelakis again down. It's all over. It's good night, Irene. The biggest win of ever Themelakis' career.
Oh, absolute sensational fight. Sensational. Evan Themelakis, explosive. Tony Militak wore some clean shots. A lesser fighter would have been sucking dust from the canvas. Tony Militak, he is one solid campaigner.
Sucking dust.
He wore those shots from Themelakis. I tell you, he wore them well. But Evan Themelakis, what an absolute powerhouse at 73 kilos.
Well, who can stop him? He is now the champion of Australia, Evan Themelakis. And what a fight brought to you by Optus in Mooney Ponds, Thorpe Interstate Transport Services, GLE Real Estate, Jury Taxation Services, all getting behind another great Ultimate Promotions Ultimate fight.
Optus Mooney Ponds, bring your friends. Bring your friends and tell them about Optus Mooney Ponds.
I tell you what.
Round 2, referee Bryce Whistle called it off. Would you congratulate the new IKBF middleweight champion of Australia, the gladiator, Evan Themelakis. Bell from Optus around the waist of Evan. You lucky man. Tony come across disappointed. Tony Militak caught you with a big shot there, Tony. Could you have gone on?
Don't know unless I did it.
No. You felt okay, or were you a bit woozy?
I was a little bit woozy when I got up. The first time I was shaking a bit more than the second. The second I felt all right.
Maybe a return match down the track?
Yeah, maybe. Or Evan's night tonight. He got the crowd. He'll turn out well for him. Good on him. He deserves it.
Very gracious, Tony Hollywood Militak. 3 cheers for Evan Themelakis. Have up! Have up! Have up! Evan, congratulations.
Look, all I really want to say is, a few years ago, I was out in the crowd just to come to kickboxing and watch the kickboxing, but it was a bit of a passion for me. But with a bit of perseverance, faith, and look, I've got to praise God. Praise God. Thank Jesus. That's my faith. Look, I've got to really thank sponsors for always getting behind me. I want to thank Mum and Dad, Johnny Skeeter, Paul DeMacaulay, the sponsors, Billy from Optus, Forbes Interstate Transporting Services, R&R, Bell Street Fitness, mate. Also, I want to thank First Rate for getting behind me and sponsoring, and everyone who I've missed, sorry, but God bless you and enjoy Ilaz. Thanks very much.
Good to be seen, Evan Themelakis. John, isn't he a nice young man, a quality young man, for a starter?
Yeah, Evan's a great athlete, trains very hard, believes in the sport, and if he sticks at it, I believe he can go all the way. He'll be another Jenk. He's got the tools. He took on a hard fight with Ivan's boy. You know, had a lot of fight experience, but he did the job tonight, so I was very happy.
Congratulations, John. Okay.
Look, one other sponsor, like I forgot he was a major one. He came in, but I just met him tonight. Bobby from Home Timber and Hardware. I'd like to thank you for getting behind us as well. Thanks very much.
Doesn't miss a beat. Bobby Wilson home. Good on you, Bob. Followed him and bad luck, Tony Militak. We'll be back with our main event of the evening. Your time here at the bell, Angela Buttigieg. The board members, thank you for your participation tonight. Ringside position, Dr. Peter Lewis. Referee in charge of our main event, David "The Rock" Hedgecock. Promoters, John Shearer, Paul Demicoli. Main event, Night of Havoc. Come in, brute force. That lady can't be brute force. Number one, here we go. Judges for the main event, Mark Corrie, Bryce, Blue Pin, Bert Whistle, Matthew Byrne, Howard Lee is my name, kickboxing is my business. Here we go with our main event, 5 rounds of kickboxing. It's super light heavyweights in the ring.
When you plug the sponsors, just wait until they're about to start. I think we're going a bit early because if they cut it, the mic is cut out.
Victoria with a perfect record, 6 out of 6. When you welcome, ladies and gentlemen, scanning 82 kilograms, Ashley Dohnt. And in the red corner, 3 years out of kickboxing from Deer Park, originally a freedom fighter from the mighty country of Albania, part of Ultimate, Commonwealth and Australian champion. 13 bouts, 11 wins, 83.5 kilograms. They dubbed him the Beast, Ilaz Elshani.
Good clean fight. Listen to what I call when I ask for a break. I want everyone to break cleanly. Do what I ask you to do. If someone is knocked down, you must go to the furthest neutral corner before I start counting. Knees only to the body, spinning back, fists are in, no elbows. You understand what I'm saying? Any questions?
Good luck,
now, Lords,
guys.
in readiness for our main event. Michael Chavello ringside with the former Australian champion, the Hammer Mark Castanini. And brought to you by Ultimate Promotions and AMMA Steelwork. The return of the Beast, Ilaz Elshani in the red corner. And Ashley Dohnt out of the blue corner. Hammer the Beast is back after 3 years, one of my absolute favourite kickboxers. And can he do the damage on Ashley Dohnt? Snappy jab from the Beast.
Left hand from Elshani.
He has the hardest leg kicks. 3 years ago, he had the hardest leg kicks in the country. Has Elshani still got what it takes?
Former sparring partners, to name a few: Paul the Hurricane Briggs, Anthony Hitman Vella. That's the quality that Elshani has been brought up on.
The Beast is back, folks. Very popular fighter in his heyday. And he is back after a 3-year layoff. Wait to see if he uses those knees and those razor-sharp shins of his. Tagging left hand again from Elshani. Ashley Dohnt just moving in, smothering Elshani. Elshani ties him up, locks on behind the neck, no knees in close. And Dave Hedgecock separates both men.
Well, Elshani just loading up. Absolute brute force. Brute force, one of the sponsors here tonight. When he fires out his strikes, Elshani, he is loaded up. That's for sure, Michael.
Oh, he tags with the right hand. Dohnt comes straight back in now.
But Ashley Dohnt from Jason Hawker's stables up there at Nathalia. They're always tough, those boys, as Danny Maskachev, I suppose, their prized possession now up there, showed us against Scott Bannon.
A high left round kick there by Ashley Dohnt. Great entertainment brought to you by Ultimate Promotions and our great sponsors, including Diva Entertainment and Extreme Entertainment. Also all the gang down there at the Sunshine Police Youth Gym who always support Ultimate Promotions. And a big right hand there off the jaw from Ilaz Elshani. Elshani ties up Dohnt. Working the knees to the midsection now. Big flash of knees, running for another commentary position. Another and another to the midsection from the Beast.
Well, Ashley Dohnt has just got not a lot of idea when he gets into the grapple against Elshani. Elshani just leaving his head completely then and went to work with those knees and give that one.
Well, we're ready to roll into the second round of action. Ilaz Elshani doing very well after a 3-year layoff in the first stanza. And this main event brought to you by AMMA Steelwork. And those shins of steel from Ilaz Elshani doing the job in the first round against the very tough Ashley Dohnt from the Jason Hawker gym in the Golden Valley. Into the second round now. Straight right hand from Dohnt. Tied up in front of our commentary position again. Negating knee across the waist there from Dohnt. Knee to the right ribcage from Dohnt. Better stuff now from the boy from the bush. Dave Hedgecock separates both men. Hammer.
Exactly that, Michael. Better stuff now from Ashley Dohnt.
Snappy left hand fell short from Ashley Dohnt. Another great fight brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Paul DeMaccaulay, John Shearer soon to take on the RNA Showgrounds in Queensland. The old hunting grounds of the Beast, Ilaz Elshani. Nice leaping knee to the thigh there from Ashley Dohnt. This is better in the grapple from Dohnt in the second round, Hammer.
Certainly he's looking a little bit more of a fighting chance now. Ashley Dohnt is starting to mix it up a little bit more with Elshani. Keep the pressure on.
Another nice knee there from Dohnt. Elshani ties him up. They tango. Over against the ropes now. Good knee to the right knee. Uppercut there from Dohnt. Might have rocked him. Elshani's head rocked back. Dave Hedgecock separates both men to the final stages of this round now. Long reaching punches from Ashley Dohnt, trying to get past the reach advantage of Ilaz Elshani.
Ultimate Promotions providing the best matchups so far this year.
Well, that
definitely
is definite, Hammer. Elshani, the southpaw. Right hand fell short. Nice knee off the left and the right there from Elshani. Dohnt just ties him up against the ropes. Dave Hedgecock separates both men into the closing stages of this round.
Dohnt a little bit of clever inside tactics there, putting his forearm across the throat of Elshani.
Nice front kick from Dohnt. Been a better round for Ashley Dohnt, Hammer. And there it is in the second stanza. Hammer, how do you see that one?
Well, that was a much better round from Dohnt. I'd actually go as far as to give him that round. Elshani first round, Dohnt second. Certainly climactic battle this is turning into. And this battle, of course, brought to us by...
Well, the team at AMMA Steelwork, our major sponsor here tonight. And don't forget all our many other sponsors, including Diva Entertainment and Stream Entertainment.
Brute Force.
Brute Force who have supplied the drinks and the girls, much of the Hammer's pleasure.
Oh, I'm loving the Diva and the Brute Force girls.
And afterwards, we're going to head back to Bar Fire for a little bit of a drink, Hammer.
Are we really?
That's indeed one of the sponsors here tonight.
Okay,
and as such, we're going to get ourselves a free drink, Oliver Coke, and you can get sloshed.
Seconds out, round 3.
We're ready to roll into the third round from AMMA Steelworks main event, brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. The third of 5 rounds. Both men's touch gloves were underway. Will Elshani start to use those leg kicks? There it is! I was just about to say, when will he wind up those razor-sharp leg kicks? Again from Elshani. Johnny Sheeter's told him to go to the legs, Hammer. Dohnt will try and close the gap so Elshani can't use those leg kicks. Elshani falling on top of him.
Well, actually, Donna, I tell you what, he's starting to give this one a real shake-up, the boy from the bush.
More chopping leg kicks from Elshani. Dohnt just follows him across the ring. Uppercutting close from Ashley Dohnt. The crowd is going bananas. It's pandemonium at the Keilor Basketball Stadium. 2,000 plus on hand. Dave Hedgecock separates both men. What a cracker main event, Hammer.
Oh, an absolute corker. The boys from the BJC, Bob Jones Corporation gym up there in the bush versus Johnny Skeeter, one of the pioneers of the Bob Jones Corporation down here in Victoria. And Bob Jones will be sitting ringside, very proud indeed to see people come through the system, and the type of training that these boys are doing is absolutely Trojan style.
Big knee to the left side of the ribs there from Ashley Dohnt. Ilaz has got him all tied up, trying to lean down on the neck of Dohnt. Elshani's going to work those leg kicks some more if he can get his distance right. Trying to get a bit of distance now between him and Dohnt. Dohnt wants to tie him up for the grapple. The southpaw Elshani want to get those leg kicks off. Dohnt switching stance to try and confuse Elshani's leg kicks. Nice short right-handing close there from Dohnt.
Actually, Dohnt has just not shown any respect for Elshani at all. He was a little intimidated early in the first round, but he's starting to really dig in now.
Turning back kick there from Elshani, didn't quite come off. Dohnt turns him around, backs it up against the ropes now. And there's a little full stand there. There's no love lost, Hammer. This one is a balls and all contest.
I'll tell you what, I'll take my hat off to Ashley Dohnt and, of course, Ilaz. Elshani. What a absolute corker he's decided to walk back into. Nothing in it, this one. Ashley Dohnt scoring some good points with some knees. Elshani like. First round Elshani, second round possibly Ashley Dohnt, third round he could almost score it even. So this one is turning into a real nail biter. Yeah, I owe you $5.
Into the fourth round of action, scheduled for 5. Ilaz Elshani will try and work the leg kicks. There he goes against Ashley Dohnt. Our main event brought to you by AMAA. Steelwork. Nice knee there. AMMA, I should say, Steelwork. And those knees from Ashley Dohnt continue to work a treat for him. He's scoring up the points in this round.
You've got to score those, Michael. Even though they're only landing on top of the thigh, you've got to score those knee strikes.
Smothering forearm across the face there from Ashley Dohnt.
Well,
Elshani's got him tied up.
Elshani was chambering for a knee to the head right on the break there. Referee Dave Hedgecock broke it just as Elshani was let the big knee to the head go.
Good leg kick there from Elshani. He's got to do more of those. He's got to hurt Ashley Dohnt with those leg kicks. Oh, he's got the knees up nice and high now is Elshani. Trying to wrap one up to the draw of Ashley Dohnt. Dave Hedgecock separates both men. Oh, big right hand from Elshani, the Albanian. And just a throw to the canvas there from Elshani, right in front of our commentary position. After 3 years, the beast not showing too much ring rust. Turns Dohnt around with the right hand. Drops the left down to the bread basket. leg check there from Ashley Dohnt. Turns him around the left hand as Elshani.
Dohnt was caught with a short knee there.
His legs buckled on him.
He's in a bit of trouble, Michael. Dohnt just got caught with a short lead knee there from Elshani on that one.
Elshani might have him on rubber leg street now.
I think he's just shaking it off now, sort of getting back into the swing again, Dohnt. But he was actually just got caught with that short knee in close.
Elshani sizing him up. Oh, sweeping leg kick, the hardest leg kicks in the business are back. End of that round of action, Hammer. We've got one more to go. It is a corker.
That one ruffled Ashley Dohnt just a little. But Ilaz Elshani looked a little better that one. Maybe score that round to Elshani just for that sweeping takedown kick there. But Ashley Dohnt, I tell you what a tough cookie this boy is. He's really tough.
Fifth and final round!
Well, we're ready to roll into the fifth and final round of the main event, brought to you by Ultimate Promotions. Our sponsors here tonight, AMMA, Steelwork, and the Beast versus Ashley Dohnt. Already Elshani going to work, chopping away that right thigh of Ashley Dohnt. The best leg kicks in the biz are back here tonight. Oh, that's an arm kick wrapped around the back of his neck. How is Dohnt still standing after that?
How tough is the boy from the failure, Michael? Or a shin kick smack across the face, and have a look at him fighting back against the beast. Jason Hawker, you should be proud.
Elshani back after 3 years, back to his devastating form he left the sport on. Dohnt backing him against the ropes now. Oh, they tumbled on the canvas like a couple of rag dolls. Oh, spinning heel kick from Elshani. Dohnt in trouble. The slingshot effect propels him over the ropes though. Well, Dohnt firing back is one tough nut. This crowd have gone ballistic, Hammer. They've gone nanas.
This one all the way of Elshani so far this round.
Oh, leg kicks again from Elshani. Dohnt's thighs are hurt. Works into a left-hand as Ashley Dohnt. Elshani turns around, maybe the midsection. Dohnt's legs almost got on him again.
This is danger. This is where Elshani chambers for that knee to the head that we've seen so many times. He'll leave at the opponent's head out to the side and then pop the knee straight up to hit it.
Dave Hedgecock separates both men. The AMMA Steelwork main event. Dohnt just taking a tumble backwards.
Tell you what, a possible great matchup for Elshani is Paul Slawinski. Recently did a bit of training with Slawinski over in Thailand, and that would be a crackerjack fight under full
Well, the Hammer's made the call, the matchmaker. Elshani bringing it home strongly. Ashley Dohnt is all tough. Big leg kick again from Elshani, that red and right thigh. End of the fifth and final round. Hammer, we go down to the judges. The beast is back. How do you see it?
Well, what an absolutely sensational fight, which is fitting of a sensational show brought to you from Ultimate Promotions. John Skidder, Paul Demacoli, congratulations on another first-rate, I'll use that as a pun, first-rate promotion. My scorecard on that one, Elshani, but I tell you what, Ashley Dohnt from Jason Hawker's gym, you should be proud. All the boys from that gym should be proud. Likewise, all the boys from Ultimate Muay Thai, again proving to be first-class acts, as was all of this show, Michael. Another great Ultimate promotion.
Well, don't switch off yet, folks. We await the decision of the judges. Our thanks to our main sponsor, AMMA Steelwork. Also, Optus Trinity Bonds, City West Fencing, Australian Auto Imports, Audio FX, SSS Superb, Security Services, RRNS and Bell Street Fitness, Parks Construction, Super Deal Furniture, GLE Real Estate, Tyre Power Sunshine, City West Fencing, the team from H2O Water, Tyre Power Sunshine, make sure you get your tyres fitted out by them, Slaney Automotive and a whole lot more. All our major sponsors here tonight, and don't forget, brute force to give yourself that energy zap you need. And I'll tell you what, a lot of energy is centering here tonight, Hammer.
And women. have a very close card. Mark Corrie, 49-47. Dave Hedgecock, 49-48. Matthew Thine, 48-47. That can't be right. Did Dave Hedgecock judge that as well? Did you, Dave? You didn't judge it, but anyway, 3 judges, all the one way. Winner, red corner, Ilaz, the beast, Elshani. Here, Emma, Manny from Emma Steelworks. Would you come in, please, Manny, and present the goodies. Manny from Emma Steelwork. Three cheers for Ilaz. Hip hip. Hip hip. Hip hip. Bad luck to Ashley Dohnt. Ashley, come across. Ashley, you brought Nathaniel and the Golden Valley with you. They supported you. Bad luck there.
I'd just like to thank all for coming to support me tonight. It's great. Just like to thank Ilaz for fighting me. Tough guy. I'm sure I'll learn a lot from it. Thanks a lot.
Ashley Dohnt from Nathaniel. Manny, good to have you in the ring. It took a long time. Move away, guys, while Ilaz thanks you. Thanks, guys. Move away. Thank you.
It's great to be back. That's 2 years since I fought last, and feels good to be back. I thanks John, the trainer, Paul de Macaulay. I thanks all of you guys. I thanks my friends. If I'm there, did you think we're all here? Yeah, see you next time. Thanks you all.
Paul?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's Night of Havoc with the beast, Ilaz Elshani, successful in his comeback. I'd like to thank all the competitors, the martial arts board, everyone who helped out, all the sponsors. Thank you very, very much. Enjoy yourself. God bless. Thank you very much.
Good night. On behalf of John Shearing and Paul de Macaulay, you've been watching Ultimate Kickboxing, Night of Havoc. Thanks for joining us. 12 great fights. In our main event of the evening, the beast, Ilaz Elshani, returned after 3 years in retirement to beat on points Nathaniel's Ashley Dohnt. Keep punching. See you soon. Good night. Good fun. See you, Robin.